I'm not reading that, dude. Oh dear. Today's off to a great start, ain't it? You know, your message would have been completely tame if you didn't put the peace sign to a smile. That's when I know it's malicious. Don't have relatable emotes then? I'll just delete them all. Screw it. Also, welcome in. Chat, today's the finale, hopefully. Unless it takes 8 hours to beat. I thought you would have beat it yesterday. It all depended on how long chapter 4 was. And we did about 5 hours of chapter 4 and we had 2 hours the previous day. So that means chapter 4 was 7 hours. And allegedly chapter 5 is 4 to 5. And there's no way I could have done 5 more hours yesterday. Like, I objectively could, but then I wouldn't be reading the dialogue. Because, like, reading is hard for me in general. Because, like, I can't see very far. Like, if I was playing on my Steam Deck, then it'd be easier, but I'm on my TV. And also, the font in the game is kind of hard to read. Like, I could probably change it. But it makes my eyes, like, dilate and undilate. Like, I focus and unfocus. You gotta wait for the Steam machine? Dude, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Hi, Ethan. I cannot wait for the Steam machine. I lost my streak. I was at a staycation. That's okay. You have until the end of the year to build it up again. I'm not gonna say anything rude because, you know, treating yourself is good. I bet it's gonna be 200. There ain't no way. There ain't no way. Ain't no way. I think the most it'll be is like 900 maximum. Low balling 4 to 500. Either way, I'm gonna get it. My sister and I are gonna go 50-50. Watch pluribus? I don't know what that is. It better not be a slur. Anyway, guys. Hello. I look so desaturated. I'm turning it back up. Also, yes, I'm wearing the same shirt as yesterday. And it's because I did my white laundry yesterday. Let's do it here. A little bit rosy. It's from the creator of Breaking Bad. Oh yeah, you already told me to watch it. I'm not gonna watch it. I think you're a plant. I think you've been paid to advertise. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I did laundry, so this shirt is clean. It's clean. Anything else to address? Did you pay your share for the Switch 2 already? Not yet. I'm scamming. I'm scamming. But my sister said I can pay off my diploma first, and I have like 3,500 left on it, so that way I can hang my diploma right here. And that way I can make jokes about me having an art degree. Oh, am I lagging? It looks like I'm lagging. I'm deleting that. Not because, like, I don't know about it. It's just, like, how are we going to approach that conversation diplomatically? This is politics. I was going to say something and then I forgot. Wait! Chat, it is November 16th, 9:45 a.m. And you know what today is? Today is officially 3 months of me clicking go live every single day. Are you guys proud of me? I'm perma, by the way. No, you're not. You're literally not. You're not. You're not. Hi, Go Bobo. Welcome in. You're up early, man. How did you do it? I don't know. I just got that dog in me. I don't know, like, I think now that I have a more consistent schedule, also I'm getting like a little bit more for my raise, so I feel like validated and good about myself a little bit. Like, I just feel fine. Like, I'm pushing through. Like, every day still fucking sucks, but I'm not gonna lie when I say this. Being able to like hang out with you guys every day, make something, because in my head streaming is making something every day is good for me. So it's either I draw every day or stream every day, and I kind of like streaming every day. So we'll see how long it fucking lasts. What dog type would you be? I don't want to use the other dog for dog type. Do you mean like bitch? Like what? I don't want to use the other... What breed? Oh, I guess breed is a blocked word, potentially. Okay. Waiting for the streamer awards? You know what? I'm so bad. I forgot to vote for nominations. I usually do that on stream, but I forgot. Also, I didn't campaign for myself, so if somehow, by a miracle, I get nominated for Hidden Gem, it's not in the budget this year, guys. It's not happening. I think once the nominations are public, we'll vote for, like, the final decisions, though. I'll vote this year. Oh, I didn't answer the question. What breed of dog would I be? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Do you have to pay to be at the Streamer Awards? No, but you have to pay for your ticket, and I don't want to go to LA. I have no friends. Plus, they would be like, who are you? They would be like, patient who make alone. And like I said, 2025 is not my year. I think 2024 was peak peace and content. Can't you accept it online? Yeah, but that's lame. Get Kai to fly you out? Kai hasn't... Oh, he went last year, I think. I'm not gonna be begging. The only people I should be begging is you guys to give me your Prime subs. That's the only thing I should be begging for. And you know what else I need to beg for? You guys to subscribe to my art club. Look at this. At different tiers, you get different lino prints. Wow, look at that. Handmade by me. Wait, I said that totally wrong. Handmade by me. Join today. Also, chat, good news. Next spring, I might be able to do actual in-person art shows. Not shows, but like fairs, sorry, to sell stuff. So lock in. Follow my art social media and maybe we'll get some videos and posts up soon. But I've been making connections, making deals, so we might actually get to do in-person art fairs next year. Because the biggest hurdle for me is I can't fucking drive. So like how am I gonna get where I need to go? Like, I'm not dragging 2 suitcases on the bus. You get side-eyed when you bring in like a little cart on the bus anyway, so yeah, hopefully next year. Didn't you say the art channel would get videos like a year ago? That's slander. That's a lie. I'm deleting that. No, how do I undelete it? Nah, it's just... You know when you think you can do more than you can? It's one of those. Like, I objectively wish I could do more, but I need to know my limits so I don't, like, fully burn out on life. Smile. Anyway, chat, let's play the video game. 3 months of click and go live and I haven't quit everything yet. Lock in, twin. Chat, we are heading into the final chapter of Please Be Happy. It's a Yuri visual novel. And yes, I have a girlfriend in-game for once. This is gonna be the final chapter. I don't hope it's too angsty. Chapter 4 was a bit much. But let's...
Ooh, I needed that break.
Ew.
Back to it.
That's the fisherman's voice. What's a Yuri? A straight yaoi? No. Yuri is girls kissing. Why are you deleting that out of everything? Okay, well guys, welcome back to the Peace-In channel. Today we are finalizing our playthrough. Finalizing? Is that the right word? Anyway, it is the final chapter of Please Be Happy, Chapter 5, Small Wonders. In Chapter 4, there was a bit of angst, but we kind of locked in to the Juliet route unintentionally. So hopefully, no more crazy angst happens, because this is supposed to be a happy visual novel game, but we'll see. If Juliet did decide that she's going to stay in the overworld with us, that means we're going to stay young and hot forever. Guys, Chapter 5. Like, comment, subscribe. You can watch this early on Twitch. Let's begin. Evening. November passes without much trouble as summer gets closer and it grows warmer outside. Life at library is the same as ever in a lot of ways. Oh wait, this is in New Zealand, so like the seasons are flipped, right? Mornings are for breakfast with Juliet, and the days are spent working or with my friends. Juliet occasionally stays up late so that she can help out around the library more and get to know the patrons better. Aspen comes by when she can, sometimes only staying for a meal and sometimes spending the day with us. I haven't seen Silver since Halloween, so over a month by now, but I'm sure she's still out there somewhere. It's the evenings that have changed the most for Juliet and me. We spend more time together and not just at home. True to her word, we go for walks more often or out to dinner, and to other fun places too. We still spend plenty of quiet time with each other too, of course. The days are getting longer and longer, which means more sunlight for her to avoid. The whole month goes by like that, and so does the start of December. Before I know it, we're just a couple weeks away from the end of the year. Oh, are we gonna like spend Christmas together? Oh. Am I gonna get the new Black Ops 7? No. Do I look like I play boy games? But maybe if I get the Steam Deck? I mean, the Steam Machine? Sorry, the Steam Machine is such a goofy name. But I love it. If it plays on the Steam Machine, maybe. I'll get, like, my boyfriend to play with me. The game! Anyway. I look out the window at the nearby empty shuttle as it takes Julia and I out of Wellington. She sits beside me, reading quietly. The view outside is new to me, and watching the busy city streets gradually turn into a nature-lined highway keeps me entertained. I'm glad for the sights, because we'll be traveling for a couple of hours. It's a long way to the edge of the world. Around the time it becomes too dark for me to see very well is when Juliet tucks the bookmark into her novel and closes it, peering out into the night beside me.
It's not too much longer, I think. I don't remember for sure, though.
It's alright. I'm having a good time. I don't mind long rides when I'm not stowing away in a cabinet or something.
That was how you first came to Wellington, right?
Yup. Although, I think I had about as much legroom as the other passengers did that time. This bus is pretty comfy, though.
Indeed. I'm glad it runs through the night. Last time I made this journey, I flew.
As a bat?
Yes, it's been that long.
I'm sorry, this seems like it's such a silly question to ask her.
I'm not sure I could run that far, even as a fox.
Most people walked back then, which could take several days. I much prefer how it is now.
Me too. Even though it's my first time.
Sorry, it just seems so silly. Did you actually fly? Yes, Aspen does remember us now. And we are dating Juliet right now. We've kissed and everything. There are a handful of others on board the bus with us, most of them with bags or their belongings close by. We're probably the only ones who plan to be returning to Wellington tonight. We make a few other stops along the way and someone gets off at each of them, until it's just the two of us and the driver who remain.
Going all the way to the edge?
Yes. We won't be descending, though.
Been a while since I've gone that far. You're heading back after, then?
We intend to. I'm saying goodbye to a friend. Will there still be shuttles operating in a couple hours?
I'll wait for you. Otherwise, you could be sitting around all night.
That's kinda creepy.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Sure. We'll be there before too long.
He sounds a bit creepy too. The farther we go, the narrower the roads start to begin again. Wait. The farther we go, the narrower the roads seem to become again. The trees and foliage also thin out until they practically disappear. Finally, the shuttle pulls into a small, unpaved lot. Juliet leaves her book on her seat and the two of us disembark. There, under the moonlight, I get my first look at the overworld's edge. Wait, what? A metal fence runs along the abyss, seeming to stretch forever in either direction. It's similar to the one at the top of Mount Victoria, but much taller. Out beyond the fence is the open air and nothing else. Just pure, endless nothingness. More stars than I've ever seen in my life decorate the sky. It's windier here than it is in the city, windy enough to be loud. A short footpath leads past a small empty building. Grass covers the area where we are, fades into dirt and rock not too far away. The path ends on a small entryway that makes the only gap in the fence. It's nicer than the rest of the area. I can't imagine the lift itself has changed very much since Juliet first arrived here. A shadowy figure stands there, waiting for Juliet. I gently nudge her forward.
Take your time.
Thank you, dear. I'll try not to be too long.
I watch as she strides ahead, meeting with Ezekiel in the shadow of the ark. I knew coming out here that their conversation would be between them alone. I want both of them to be able to say whatever they want to each other without worrying about me eavesdropping. Besides, I'm more interested in exploring. While the two of them talk, I decide to look around. I head over to the barrier. It sits right at the edge of the void, close enough that I can peer over the side. There's not much to see, though, only stone and darkness. The underworld is down there, far, far below, but it's invisible from here. I wonder what the view is like during the day. Probably the same, but with blue sky instead of black. Nowadays, most fabled travel between the overworld and underworld on much faster elevators, or use magical means. There are even airships that go up and down between the two. This is the first lift that I've ever heard of This is the first lift that I've ever heard of that's this old and slow. I doubt there are many of them left anymore. Still, it's not a surprise that this is how Juliet's friend would want to return. It probably exists for people like him, who are old enough to remember how things used to be. I've heard that on some of the overworld's other edges, oceans spill over the sides like a waterfall, or towns are built on smaller shards of floating stone. It's a little boring here in comparison. I'd like to see the underworld at some point. I'm not sure that I'd want to live there, but maybe I'll change my mind when I go. I'm sure that Julia and I will visit it together someday. Now that I'm not dreading the thought of leaving Wellington behind, I can appreciate the idea of moving castles and magic forests more than I could before. I walk for a while, following the rail so it's impossible to get lost. It turns out that things aren't any more exciting further along though, just more grass and dirt. Eventually, I go back in the direction I came from, and it's not too long before I hear the distant sound of the lift departing. When I get back to the starting point, I find Julia standing alone as the lift slowly descends. I walk to her side.
Ah, there you are. I was wondering where you'd gone. Thank you for waiting for me.
Of course. I just walked for a bit, but there wasn't much to see. How'd it go?
We said what I expect will be our last goodbyes. He goes eagerly to a well-deserved rest.
Oh, is Ezekiel gonna die?
How do you feel? Are you okay?
I am. I'm grateful for everything. In the end, our paths diverged, and we're both going our separate ways without any regrets.
I don't say it, but I'm sure Juliet is thinking the same thing I am. Ezekiel was our last tie to her former life. Her former lives, even. Now it's just her and I, and the infinite possibilities ahead of us. From here on out, the future is what we create. Licking hands, we look at the stars together. They twinkle and shine just for us.
Can you see the stars from the underworld?
Not like this. Not so bright and bold and infinite.
I'd miss them if I couldn't see them anymore.
As would I. As would I.
As one, we return to the waiting shuttle and a long ride back to the library. By the time we arrive, both of us are exhausted. Lately, we've been on the same schedule more often. Not just so she can spend more time at the library, but so we can be awake at the same time too. She has to take midday naps every now and then to make it work, but that doesn't seem to bother her too much. Before we can go inside, Juliet stops me with a gentle touch. Yo! She turns to me and I gaze up sleepily, just as she leans in to kiss me. Even through the layers of fog settling on my brain, I'm able to appreciate the soft... Sorry. I'm able to... Sorry, I'm not reading that. I put my own hand on her shoulder to steady myself and just to feel closer to her. Oh, that's so cute. When she pulls away, we still remain close together.
Thank you, Miho, for going with me today, and for giving me a reason to come back.
Thanks for making me want to stay. I'd like to go there with you. Someday. But... right now...
My now turns into a big yawn. Juliet smiles.
I agree. Right now, let's just get some sleep.
Morning. When I wake for breakfast, I find Juliet frowning in the kitchen.
Morning! What's wrong?
She has the fridge door open and looking into it intently.
Good morning. It isn't a big deal, but I could have sworn there was still half a block of cheese left that I was going to serve with breakfast today, but now I can't find it. Did you have it for a snack?
Nope. Maybe we ate the rest of it yesterday. There was cheese on our sandwiches for dinner.
That must be it. I just forgot.
It's okay. I'm fine with toast and eggs like always.
Coming right up.
While Juliet prepares the food, I make us some tea. Juliet still does most of the cooking, but tea has become my responsibility a lot of the time. I like it because it gives me a way to help contribute to our meal. I've even been cooking for myself sometimes, although Juliet's food is still way tastier. Naturally, breakfast is good, even without any cheese. Once we're done eating and just sitting together, Juliet reaches over and takes my hand.
Miho, there's something I wanted to ask you.
Uh-oh.
Sure. What's up?
Earlier this morning, I saw that I'd received a reply to a message that I never expected to be answered. A couple months ago, I managed to find someone online that I thought might be related to your friend Zhongying, and reached out to confirm. They never got back to me, and so I didn't mention it to you. But then today, she finally responded and said that yes, they are distant relatives. She said that if you'd like to talk with her, she'd be happy to tell you a bit about Zhongying, or at least what she knows. Is that something you'd like to do?
Oh. Wow. I guess you wouldn't be shocked that I never even thought about them maybe having a family.
I thought that might be the case. You're welcome to think about it and get back to me later.
In my mind, Zhongying was always alone, but with me. They belonged to the forest and to the rest of the world equally. But it makes sense that they weren't really alone, that they had people who loved them too. It hits me that there's so much I don't know about Zhongying. Really, I barely know anything. Every minute shared with me only represented a very small part of their life. In a sense, they may as well be a stranger. I'm a little afraid that knowing more about them could change how I feel about them too. But I decided that's a risk I'm willing to take. I'd rather know more about who they really were.
Nah, I don't need to. I'd like to talk to her.
Wonderful. I'll let her know then. I believe she's in America, so our times are fairly different. Shall I see if tomorrow evening would work?
Sure, that sounds good. Thanks. And thanks for tracking her down and messaging her in the first place.
It's my pleasure. It's what I specialize in, after all. I'll let you know tonight if I hear back from her.
Okay, I hope she responds soon. I'm gonna be thinking about it all day.
If I hear from her earlier, I'll let you know right away. For now, let's go open up the library.
Right.
Julia and I both go up to the front and settle down for another day of work. Later that night, I find myself lying awake, looking at the ceiling. Juliet's out running some late-night errands, so I'm home by myself. Tomorrow, I'm gonna talk to someone related to Jong-in. It's kind of hard to believe. Juliet told me around dinner time that she'd heard back from the person she had emailed and set up a time for us to chat. I don't know how much she'll be able to tell me, since they're only distant relatives. Still, anything will be nice to know. I hadn't been expecting to learn much more about them at all. As I'm lying there thinking about what I'll ask tomorrow, I hear a muffled thump from the kitchen downstairs. I sit up. It's a little early for Juliet to be back already. Maybe she forgot something. That doesn't seem likely, though. I move silently as I get up and leave my room. I'm out of practice when it comes to being stealthy, but some things just come naturally. It's dark downstairs, just like we left it when we closed for the night and I went to bed. I tiptoe over to the kitchen, peeking into the darkness. Juliet's not there, nor is anything else out of the ordinary. I look for what could have made that noise, and finally notice Juliet's parasol lying on the floor. It must have fallen over, or hit the counter or something as it did so. But what made it fall over? Suddenly, the door to the fridge swings open, all on its own. Light shines out, revealing nothing. I pinch myself to make sure I'm not dreaming. Right before my eyes, an apple and half a sandwich that I made earlier float up off the shelf and into the open air, and the door shuts behind them, bringing back the darkness. The apple and the sandwich float out of the kitchen and towards the front of the library, turning the corner and disappearing into the book room. I swallow. Some kind of magic is clearly at work here, but I don't know what kind. I consider going upstairs to get my phone and call Juliet, but my curiosity gets the better of me. Quickly but quietly, I follow in the same direction, poking my head around just in time to see the food float behind one of the far shelves. I take deep breaths as I move towards it, feeling my old fight-or-flight instincts kicking in for the first time in months. Pressing my back against the shelf, I slowly peer around the corner. Oh, new child. We haven't seen this person. Sitting on the ground with her back against the wall is a young girl. Her pointy ears mark her as some kind of fabled, rather than a human. She has the apple in one hand and a sandwich in another, and a raggedy blanket beneath her. She takes a noisy bite of the apple, smacking her lips as she chews, followed by a noisy bite of a sandwich. Oh my god, are we gonna adopt a new child? Oh dear. We're becoming a mom already. Oops. Sorry. Whatever I was expecting, it wasn't a kid. I jerk backwards in surprise, so startled that my shoulder bumps against the bookshelf, causing a couple of books to fall on their sides with a heavy smack. I whip my head back around to see the girl drop the apple in fright, her eyes going huge. I step out in front of her, about to ask her name or what she's doing. The girl's scream takes me by surprise too, and in an instant she disappears from sight. 1 second she's there, and the next she's not.
What the?
I hear footsteps and feel the air move as she rushes past me, and I realize what's happened. She could turn invisible.
Hey, wait!
I reach out in the direction I think she is, but grab only empty air. I don't know what I'd done if I somehow caught her. Running through the front, I arrive just in time to see the front door open and close immediately as she hurries outside. I follow, throwing the door wide as I go. As I step out into the front porch, though, I know she's already gone. Studying the darkness, I look for any sign of her, but don't see or hear anything. For all I know, she could be right next to me. I consider calling out to her, but I'm sure she wouldn't believe anything I'd have to say. What would I say? Judging by the blanket, she was probably planning to sleep in the library. The spot she closed wasn't too far from the one I picked when I was going to do the same thing. The missing cheese from this morning makes sense now, too. How long has she been doing this? It's possible that other food has gone missing too and we just didn't notice. I don't know how old she is, but it's clear that she's just a child. Did she run away from home or something? Or does she not have one? It's a ghost? I don't think it's a ghost. It's a comfortable night out, without any threat of rain, which is a relief. But I know that even the best night outside doesn't really compare to having a roof over your head. I stay out front for a little while longer, but of course she doesn't come back. Or, at least she doesn't show herself. Eventually, I return to the spot where she was hiding. The apple lays on its side, already turning brown in the one spot where a bite was taken. Cheese, tomato, and mayonnaise stick to the floor where the sandwich fell apart, with the slices of bread nearby. I clean everything up, tossing the dirty food into the trash. Then I make another sandwich and grab another apple, wrapping those in a paper towel just like when I took some food to Silver. I also grab the ratty blanket. It has holes running through lots of it, and it doesn't feel very warm to begin with. I fold it up and go back outside, setting it down on the edge of the porch along with the food. Then, I return to my room. From my bedroom window, I have a clear view of the path to the library. I watch for a while, waiting to see if the girl returns, but she doesn't. Maybe I scared her away for good. If I'd been in her position, I probably wouldn't come back anytime soon. Eventually, my eyes get heavy and I lie down, settling into bed. Whoever the girl is out there, I hope she's able to get some decent sleep. Morning. Juliet's waiting with a smile to greet me for breakfast.
Good morning, my love. Did you sleep well?
Yo, we're doing pet names already?
Morning. Actually, you'll never guess what happened.
I tell her all about the events of last night. As I expected, Juliet seems more concerned about the girl's condition than she is about the stolen food. Worry creases her brow as she serves us her meal.
Did you see a blanket with food on it when you got home?
No, I didn't. So I suppose she must have returned at some point then.
Yeah.
I look around the room. Once again, it's possible she's right here with us, but not revealing herself.
Maybe I'll see her again. If I do, what should I say?
I'm not entirely sure. I can only imagine that a child who has to steal food is living with difficult circumstances. But without knowing what those are, it's hard to say how we could help her.
Or if she even needs help.
That as well.
Of course, Juliet goes straight to offering assistance without even having to think about it. That's basically where my thoughts were headed too. From the moment I stood upright, I had my survival instincts to keep me safe, and I was able to adapt to my new life as a thief pretty quickly. It's possible that this girl's been living the same way for a long time, but still, she's too young to have to.
Well, I'll keep an eye out. If I do see her, I can try to learn more about her. At the very least, maybe we can find out where she came from.
Yes, I think that would be for the best. I'll keep an eye out as well. On a lighter note, this arrived for you yesterday.
Juliet retrieves a small envelope from the kitchen counter and hands it to me. She must have gotten it from the mail this morning. I take it and look over the names. It's the first time I've ever seen something addressed to me.
It's from Cello!
Oh, the pen pal! Juliet nods happily. I'd forgotten all about my promise to keep in touch with her. I'm glad she remembered. Wait, I'm the asshole. I use a nail to carefully open the envelope and slide out the folded paper inside.
Dear Ms. Miho, how have you been? Life here in Amarina has been very busy ever since we got back from our trip. First of all, you and Ms. Juliet might be glad to know that we got a perfect score on our project. Even our teacher said that she learned a lot about Wellington. It was a little embarrassing to put on a play like that, but I had fun in the end. I think Pippa did too, although she would never admit it. And of course Armand had a great time. He can't stop talking about how he'd like to visit Wellington again. If you see him arrive on the library's doorstep, please take good care of him. For some reason, he and Pippa only seem to be able to remember Ms. Juliet. I guess that probably doesn't surprise you, though. I promise that I won't forget, at least. Since coming back to Amarina, I've been trying to find a special place that makes it feel more like home. Although I'm still looking, I've seen a lot more of the town than I would have otherwise. I still miss the ocean, but I'm learning to love the rivers and canals more. If you ever come to Amarina, you'll have to try riding one of the gondolas. Usually I prefer swimming, but being on one of the boats was nice too. One of the companies that runs them even has a cute cat mascot, and he'll let you pet him if you're nice. I hope that you're doing well too. I'm looking forward to hearing about anything exciting that's happened. Please say hello to Ms. Juliet for me, and Happy New Year to both of you. Your friend, Cello.
That's so cute. When I finished reading, I took the letter back into its envelope so it won't get damaged.
She says she's doing good. They got a good grade on their project. She also wanted me to tell you hello and Happy New Year.
That's very sweet of her. I'm glad to hear their play was well received.
Me too. She also said she's starting to like the town she lives in more too.
Having some time away probably helped give her a bit more perspective. It's nice that she's finally settling in.
I put the letter safely in my pocket so it won't get damaged. I'll write a reply when I can. Our food has gotten a little cold because of all the talking, so eat quickly before it gets much later. After that, it's time to start work and the rest of our normal routine. Between my upcalling call this... Upcalling. Holy yeah, they're gonna run out of ink. I also was gonna say that, like, how long is this letter? But you know, kids, all they do is yap, yap, yap. Between my upcoming call this evening and the mystery of the hiding girl, there's a lot on my mind, and I'm sure on Juliet's too. Still, even though the hours pass by slowly, I make it through another day until it's almost time for my call. Afternoon. When it's finally time for my meeting, Juliet helps me get set up on her computer, and then lets me take it to my room. I adjust the screen until I can see it properly, and then I wait. My nervousness keeps building until I nearly jump when the call finally comes through. As the ringtone plays, I take a deep breath, and then hit accept. Oh, they're cute! The tiny person-shaped bubble on the notification dissolves, and for a second there's just a black screen. Then a woman appears. When the image comes into focus, she's squinting at the screen, probably waiting just like me, but then she smiles and waves as she's able to see me.
Hello!
Hi, I'm Miho. Nice to meet you. Thanks for talking to me.
I'm Minsa. No problem. Gotta say, I was shocked when I got your friend's email at first. I thought it was gonna turn out to be some kind of scam, and eventually she'd ask for money. I'm still a bit confused, though. So you were friends with my ancestor?
Sort of. I met them when I was really young. I was just a regular fox back then.
Wait. A fox, like with 4 legs and pointy ears?
Yeah.
Yeah. After I met Jongin, I turned into the person I am today.
Whoa. So that was a long time ago, huh? But you look even younger than me. Oh, that's just not fair.
Trust me, it has its downsides.
Both of us laugh, and I can't help but be relieved that she already feels easy to talk to.
That explains a lot, at least. So, Jongin. You're the second person to ask me about them this year, you know? That's 2 times more than most years.
Who was the first?
Who was the first?
These guys at some archaeological society who are putting on an exhibition. They wanted permission to display some of their old works.
Are you the only family they have?
The only one who can use a computer, at least. The only reason I know any of the history is because I had to. Should I tell you everything I know and then you can ask me any questions? No promises if I'll be able to answer them, though.
Sure, that works for me.
Let's see. Well, I'm not related to them by blood, for one thing. They didn't have any kids of their own. But they got married and they and their wife adopted several children. I'm related to one of those
Wait,
kids.
Jongin is gay.
They were part of the
Non-derogatory.
Young Bun class, a noble and a scholar. But rather than be stuck at home suffering through court life, they hid their identity and snuck away to travel the world instead.
Minseo speaks with a practiced tone, like she's given the speech a few times. Still, I listen with rapt attention, memorizing every detail.
They spent years on the go, seeing everything they could, before finally coming back home to Korea to settle down and start a family. While they were away, they kept a journal and wrote letters back to their beloved. Although calligraphy was something they were taught from a young age, they began practicing as an artist during their travels. Sometimes, the letters they sent would include paintings of the things they'd seen, or they'd include little drawings in their journal. Something else that they started to do was give a note to the people they met on their journey, with a little message of appreciation or wishes. My husband always says they remind him of fortune cookies.
Oh, I actually have one of those scrolls myself.
Is her husband white? Why would he say that? I brought my scroll down from my room just in case it came up like this. I unfurled it for the first time since Halloween. Please be happy. I turn the scroll around and hold it up to the camera so Minseo can see. She leans in again, looking close.
Yeah, that's definitely theirs, all right. And they gave it to you when you were just a fox?
Yeah. Although, I couldn't read it until a couple months ago.
God, it's so hard to read their handwriting, right? I'm like, if they were born today, they totally would have been a doctor. I have a few of them myself, although they're up in the office. Grandma has like 90. She says she has one for every year she's been alive, and I definitely believe that.
Jeez, that's a lot. How many did they give out altogether?
Who knows? If someone told me it was thousands, I'd believe them. I don't know if they gave one to every person they met, but it must have been close.
Huh. I thought mine must be pretty rare.
It's still special. However many there were, I'm sure most haven't lasted this long. Not everyone got a full scroll either. But, no. They're not some priceless artifacts that'll sell for a ton of money or something.
No!
Otherwise, I'd be talking to you from a mansion by the beach.
That's fine. I'd never sell mine anyway. It's way too important to me.
Yeah, I figured. I'm sure it wasn't easy to keep it safe and in such good condition.
That's for sure. We've been through a lot together.
That's good. I'm sure that's what they would have wanted.
For a while, Minseo tells me more about Jongying's adventures. Even though it's hard for me to picture some of the people and places involved, I still pay close attention. Then, all of a sudden, Minseo's eyes go wide like she's had some huge revelation.
Oh, I'm an idiot! Hold on, I'll be right back. I have to show you.
She gets up and runs off screen, leaving me with a view of an empty chair and a bookshelf. Instead, I look down at my scroll. Somehow, I'd always assumed it was one of a kind, or at least something rare and meaningful. But somehow finding out that that's so hard. Okay. But somehow finding out that that isn't the case, that doesn't really bother me. Instead, it's nice to think that they met so many people to be grateful to, or who left an impact on them. If there were thousands of scrolls like mine out there, then that's not a bad thing at all. After a few seconds, Minseo returns to the computer and sits down, carrying a scroll herself.
This is one that I had in the office. I can't believe I didn't think about this sooner. Sometimes they'd include a butterfly in their signature or hide one in their paintings because they said they were inspired by butterflies to travel with the wind. But then, at some point, instead of butterflies, they started to include something else instead. Can you see her?
A fox? She holds the scroll up to her camera like I did, focused on one of the bottom corners. There, just below where they sign their name, is a little picture of a fox. Of me?
I should have thought of it when you mentioned foxes earlier. At one point, they started using the alias Horim for their work. I don't know if you speak any Korean, but Horim means fox forest. After they started using that name, foxes would show up in their art for the rest of their life.
The drawing consists of just a few brushstrokes that make a head and ears and face. Still, it feels like seeing a photograph of myself. I can picture them smiling as they drew it, as they thought of me. I'd always wondered if our time together was as important to them as it was to me. Hearing that they chose the name practically confirms it.
Thanks for showing me.
That's so cute. I can feel the threat of tears, but somehow I managed to keep my composure.
No problem. Grandma's gonna freak out when I tell her I talked to you. I've told you basically all I know, but were there any questions you had?
Yeah, I did have one. I'm a little afraid to know, but...
I take a deep breath. They were humans, so my question is only natural, but still. Exhaling, I make myself ask.
how'd they die?
Minseo smiles.
Old and peacefully. Their wife outlived them, but not by too long. They had the typical funeral that was expected when they passed away, but then they actually had one final secret request to their family. They wanted to be cremated. Back then, it was basically unheard of, especially for someone of their stature. But they really wanted it to be done so that they could have their ashes scattered. That way, the wind could pick them up, and they could keep traveling forever.
So then... it sounds like they were happy.
Oh yeah. They told their kids that they had no regrets, because they'd live as full and rewarding a life as they could.
I'm afraid that if I try to say too much, I'll start to cry, so I just nod instead where I find my voice.
I'm glad to know that.
Of course, of course. It's only right that you know, considering how many foxes showed up in their work.
I think Minseo can tell that I'm having a tough time holding it together, because her voice takes on a more sympathetic tone.
Was there anything else you wanted to know?
I don't think so. You told me everything I wanted to ask. I only found out their name a couple months ago. Until then, I just thought of them as my person in my head. So, really, I've learned a lot more than I could have hoped for.
Aww. Well, I'm happy to help. Your friend has my contact info, so you can message me anytime if you think of anything else. I guess, if you think about it, you and I are kind of like family, right?
Yeah, not really.
Since it sounds like they raised you just as much as they raised their kids, like my whatever.
Really?
She laughs.
Sure, why not? The more the merrier, right? I think that's how they would have seen it too.
Thank you! I really appreciate it.
Family. I may have a girlfriend, but family is something new to me. Silver called us sisters, but just barely. It makes my heart warm.
No problem. I'm sure we'll talk again, so I won't say goodbye. Instead, how about see you later?
I'd like that. Although, there's just one thing.
What's that?
I explain my magic and how everyone forgets about me after a day. Nodding sympathetically, Minseo agrees to join my list of people who check in with me every day. Wait, really? That seems like overstepping. Oops. Also, I can't sit still for very long. I'm glad she's so understanding, but it's just another reminder that I need to find a better, more permanent solution for people forgetting me. The second our call ends, I let out the sob I was holding back. I thought I was done crying over Jonye, but apparently not. Except this time it's the good kind of crying. After all my searching and even after their death, I finally got the answer to the question my heart wanted to know. They cared about me too. I tried to imagine what their home must have been like. Their wife and kids. I'm sure they were all smiles. Still, it's difficult for me to imagine how they looked. Instead, I can picture them, traveling just like when we met, going from place to place freely, wherever the wind took them. Just like me, really. Someday, I'd like to return to some of the places that I've been before to see them properly, instead of just blindly searching for one person and ignoring everything else. I'd like to visit them with some of the same wonder that Jungin felt. More than anything, I wish I could tell them about what I've experienced and learned on this path they sent me down. Even though I can't, there's one thing I can now say for sure. They would have been proud of me. Evening. After I finish my call with Minseo, I end up going for a walk. It's the best thing for me to clear my head when I'm overwhelmed by emotions. I'm glad to know that Jungin was just the kind of person I always imagined them to be. Warm, loving, and always looking for the next adventure. Knowing that, I feel like I finally have some closure. Not that I ever doubted them, but it's good to hear from someone who knows for sure. As I pass through the Wellington streets, I can't help but think of the girl from the library. She reminds me too much of myself, scared and alone and struggling to get by. It's because we have so much in common that I know helping her will be difficult. The only reason I accepted Juliet's kindness was because she tracked me all the way down to my den, because I was confident enough in my ability to get away if things went wrong. While that turned out to be the best decision I ever made at the time, I was full of doubt. I can't really blame the girl if she feels the same way. Passing by the bell house, an idea strikes me. If I can't earn her trust with words, maybe I can try something else. Sweets. I step by another bakery and buy a sliced, decadent-looking chocolate cake. The person who cuts it for me places it in a fancy box with a ribbon on top. It cost me several hours' wages, so it better be good. With my bait in hand, I return to the library and waited till nightfall to put my plan into action. I fill Juliet in on the details, and we agree it'd be better for her to stay upstairs, just so there's less a chance of the girl catching on and getting spooked. We haven't had any more food go missing or move around today, so we're not even sure if she's around. I keep an eye out for the scruffy blanket or any other indicators, but I don't see anything out of the ordinary. Well, I won't be too disappointed if I end up having to eat the cake for myself. After finishing dinner, I take the slice out of the box and put it on a plastic plate, and then I put it back into the fridge. Then, I go up to my room to wait. I watch TV for a while but keep the volume low, and rest my eyes without actually falling asleep. I keep my door open just a tiny bit, but not enough that it would be obvious from downstairs. Finally, around midnight, I hear a noise from below. I crawl out of my room and down into the kitchen, where a tiny bit of light is emanating from the fridge. Caught. Sure enough, it's the girl again. This time she doesn't bother taking her prize back to the shelves or even turning invisible. She stands in plain sight with the plate in one hand. She devours the cake, not even bothering to use a fork. Instead, she just uses her fingers, tearing off one bite at a time. Her face and hands are covered in chocolate and frosting. She's so distracted that she doesn't even notice me approaching, although I make sure to not block her off from the front door so she doesn't feel trapped.
Hey.
Her reaction is the same as yesterday. Bug-eyed, she drops the plate and what is left of the cake Bug-eyed, she drops the plate and what little is left of the cake as she hops backwards, before realizing she just put herself further away from the exit. I stay still, other than holding out my hands to try and show her that I don't mean any harm.
It's okay. You're not in any trouble. I bought that cake for you.
I try to keep my voice calm and low, as close to how Juliet usually talks as I can manage. The girl whips her head back and forth, probably looking for anyone else who might be hiding from her, as she angles herself towards the door. She doesn't turn invisible, at least.
I won't try to stop you if you want to leave, but I was hoping I could talk to you.
The girl stares at me mistrustfully from the other side of the room. I wonder if she can even understand me. Lowering my hands to my sides, I maintain my distance, trying to look as non-scary as possible.
I'm gonna turn on the lights, okay?
No response, but I decide just to go for it and flip them on. Although she blinks at the sudden brightness, it doesn't make her run any further.
You were hiding out in the library, right? And sleeping on the floor?
More staring. I notice she doesn't have her blanket with her.
It's okay. I'm not mad. Neither is Juliet, the other person who lives here. Maybe you've seen her around.
At last the girl gives a slow nod. Taking that as a good sign, I put on my friendliest smile.
I did the same thing before. I was hiding behind some of the shelves and Juliet found me. I thought she was gonna kick me out, but she was actually really nice. She let me stay in one of her extra beds and even gave me some food too. I bet you're so hungry, right? Even after the cake?
Another reluctant nod. She hasn't moved at all since I started talking.
I can make you a sandwich or something if you want. That's what Juliet made for me. Do you want one?
This time she doesn't respond. She just stares at me from afar.
You don't have to if you don't want it. We just want to help you out, since it seemed like you might be in trouble.
Finally, the girl points at me.
Ain't you a wolf? Am I... Huh? Your ears. Wolves eat little girls.
Oh. It takes me a second to process what she said. At least she can talk.
Oh, no. I'm not a wolf. I'm a fox. Look.
I hold out my arms out to transform, shifting into a fox. The girl's eyes go wide again, even bigger than when she was running away. I turn in a small circle to show her, fluffing out my tails. But I don't get any closer. Then I change back.
See? I've never eaten someone. Promise.
The girl watches me, trying to decide if she believes me or not. Even though she's so young, I can imagine what she must be thinking and feeling right now, trying to weigh up the dangers of sticking around versus just getting out while she can. I can't really blame her if she decides not to trust me. Even though I'm being honest, there's no way she could know that for sure. It's a dangerous world out there.
I can change too. Watch.
Taking a deep breath, she puffs out her cheeks and then disappears from sight.
Whoa, that's really cool. Bet it comes in handy a lot, huh?
She reappears. A few steps away from where she started, she nods.
Before I started living here, I had to steal all my meals too. I would have loved to be able to turn invisible like you can.
She nods again, and I can see her relax a little bit, slouching her shoulders. Although I'm sure she'd still take off if I make one false move. I decide to keep going, and stop if it seems like she gets uncomfortable.
Anyway, my name's Miho. What's yours? Lyra. Lyra? That's a nice name. Do you want me to make you that sandwich?
Swallowing, she licks her
You
lips.
can come with me, or I can bring it to you out here. Why? Why what? Why are you being nice to me?
Oh. Looking at her face, I can see the conflicting emotions. The desire to say yes, while also being so uncertain. I probably asked Juliet that same question back there. You know who else is gonna have conflicting emotions? The non-subs, because guys, we are an hour into stream, so it's time for you to run some ads. You can avoid that ad by subscribing for $5.99, just $6 to keep your coffee, and get ad-free viewing all month long. Get boomed. Oops.
Because someone was nice to me once. More than once, actually. They helped me out when they didn't have to. Even after I stole from one of them. I'll bet you were only stealing food and hiding because you have to, right? I know how that feels. That's why I won't stop you if you want to go too.
Whatever risk she's calculating, she finally arrives at the same decision I did back then.
Okay. I want it. Okay. Is the same kind as last night fine? Yeah.
Opening the fridge, I take out the jar of mayonnaise, some slices of cheese, a tomato, and enough bread for 2 sandwiches. After a bit of thought, I take out a few slices of salami too. I cut up the tomato as best I can, although the slices aren't as even pretty. Although the slices aren't as even and pretty as when Juliet does it. Then I lay out the bread on 2 plates, spreading a layer of mayo onto a couple of slices.
That's too much.
Ooh.
Huh?
I turn around to see the girl watching me from the entrance of the kitchen, hands on her hips.
I don't want that much mayonnaise.
Oh. Okay.
Well, at least she doesn't have any problem with saying what she wants. I use the flat edge of the knife to scrape off some of the spread from one of the sandwiches and then layer the cheese and tomato on top. After cutting both of them in half, I walk towards Lyra to give her her plate without thinking. When she tenses up, I freeze mid-step.
Here you go.
I lean forward and stretch my arm out, handing it to her from as far away as I can. She cautiously takes it, backing up a step as soon as it's in her hands. We both eat our sandwiches in silence, watching each other from opposite sides of the kitchen. She finishes her whole snack in the time it takes me to eat just half of mine, smacking her lips loudly as she chews. When she's done, I hold up my hand for her plate, and she cautiously gives it to me. I put both dirty dishes into the sink.
Now what?
Now, that's a good question.
I had no idea how this whole thing would go, so I didn't plan it out too much. This is probably the point where I should enlist some backup.
Is it okay if I go get my girlfriend? She's the one who owns this place. She'll definitely want to talk to you too.
The vampire lady?
That's her.
Okay.
How does she know? She gives me a wide berth as I leave the kitchen, even though it requires putting herself further away from the front door.
You can sit down if you want. Wherever's most comfy for you. I'll be right back.
I head up to Juliet's study, where the door swings open as I approach. She's waiting for me on the other side. I step through and she closes the door behind me. I'm not sure if pointy ears help Lyra to hear better, but just in case, I keep my voice low.
The girl and I have been talking for a bit. Her name's Lyra. She says she's okay if you come down too now.
The vampire lady heard. You handled that marvelously, dear.
Thanks. I just tried to think about what you would say for the most part. It helps that I know how she probably feels right now.
I'm sure your sincerity helped a lot. For what it's worth, I don't think I could have done any better.
Oh, I don't know about that. You're a lot better with words than me.
Words aren't as important as intentions. And I'm sure she could tell that yours were good.
What do you think we should do now? I didn't ask, but I'm not sure if she has anywhere else to go.
Let's go downstairs and talk to her. I have an idea for tonight, at least.
I follow Juliet back to the kitchen, where Lyra's taken a seat at the dining table. She tenses up as we approach, but Juliet also keeps a respectful distance.
Good evening, Lyra. My name is Juliet. It's nice to meet you.
I'm surprised the kid didn't run away.
Miho told me the two of you spoke for a while. Would it be okay with you if we sat down as well?
Eyes flickering from me to Juliet and back again, Lyra eventually nods. Juliet and I pull out chairs as well and sit next to each other, on the other side of the table from the kid.
Would you mind if I asked you a couple of questions? You don't have to answer anything you don't want to.
Okay.
Thank you. Would I be correct in assuming that you've spent a few nights sleeping in the library?
Yeah. I had a blanket, but it's lost now.
I see. If I may ask, does your family know where you are?
Ain't got one.
You don't have a family? Is there anyone that you live with? Or who takes care of you?
Nah, I'm by myself.
Is there somewhere that you live? Or usually stay at?
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Does that mean you did until recently?
Yeah.
The girl isn't exactly forthcoming with information, but Juliet takes it all in stride. maintaining that calm, even tone that I was aiming for.
May I ask what happened?
Lyra looks down at the ground, bringing her thumb up to her mouth and biting her nails. Now that it's a yes or no, now that it's not a yes or no question she's being asked, she seems less inclined to answer.
You don't have to tell me. But if there's someone out there who may be worried about you, then wouldn't it be nice for them to know that you're safe?
There ain't. I left.
As in, you ran away?
Yeah. They were bad. Mean. They hurt me. So I left.
Your family?
Nah. My parents died. They were people who said they'd take care of me, so I had to live with them. Nobody asked me. But they didn't care about me. They told me that.
Julia and I exchange a look. Lyra says all these things so matter-of-factly, still looking at the ground.
I'm so sorry to hear that. Both about your parents and the awful situation you were put in. I'm very glad you were able to get away.
Really? You believe me?
For the first time, there's a flash of excitement from the girl. It's impossible to know if she's telling the truth, but we don't have any reason to doubt her. At the very least, it would make sense why she's so skittish.
I don't see why I shouldn't.
I tried telling people, but they didn't listen. Said I was making it up, but I'm not.
For the first time since I started talking to Lyra, she raises her voice emphatically. For the first time since I started talking to Lyra, she raises her voice emphatically. Her fists are clenched, and she looks at both of us like she's trying to see if we mean what we say.
I've met plenty of mean people too. I know how awful they can be.
Oh. Her sharp glare slowly dissolves as two big tears well up in the corners of her eyes. Her lower lip quivers.
Nobody ever believes me.
There. You're safe now. We believe you.
I expect her to start crying, but Lyra manages to keep it together. She wipes away the tears and then goes back to glaring.
I won't go back there. No one can make me, so don't even try.
We wouldn't dream of it. Can you tell me if you came from around here, though?
I got on a bus and rode for a long time. I knew this was a big city, so I came here.
I see. I know that neither Miho nor I want to make you go back somewhere you were hurt. But do anything you don't want to.
You still gotta, report him to the police, though. You can't hide the kid for forever. But at most you can help, report the wrongdoings that their caretakers did.
We also don't want you to have to worry about finding somewhere safe to spend the night. Or finding food. If you'd like, there's an extra bed here that you can use, so you don't have to sleep on the floor. Tomorrow, we can talk more. Would you like that?
Lyra sniffles a few times and blows her nose, kicking her feet while she thinks about it. Eventually, she nods.
Okay. I guess that's fine.
Perfect. I'm glad to hear it. I imagine you must be very tired already. Would you like to go to bed?
Yeah, I'm sleepy.
Why don't you follow me then?
Juliet exits the kitchen, and after watching her for a bit, Lyra follows after. I make my way behind them both as Juliet passes by her study and down the hallway. I realize her intentions right as she steps outside one of the doors that I've never seen opened. Juliet retrieves a key from one of her pockets and uses it to unlock the door, which swings open with a creak. It reveals a bedroom. A well-made bed with green covers sits in the corner beside a desk and a dresser with a mirror. A shelf of books leans against one wall, across from a window with the curtains over it. Dust permeates the room, which must have been untouched for years. Juliet goes and fetches some rags to wipe everything down and deftly changes the pillowcases and sheets while Lyra and I stand nearby. I would offer to help, but I think she'd be faster without me. When the room is ready, she faces Lyra with a smile.
Here you are. Do you need extra pillows or blankets?
Lyra shakes her head, eyes fixed on the bed rather than on Juliet. She walks towards it like a zombie. I wonder how long it's been since she slept somewhere comfortable.
Miho and I will bid you goodnight then, and see you in the morning. Would you like me to leave the door open?
She nods as she climbs into the bed, poking the pillows as if checking to see if they're real. She doesn't pay us any more attention as we leave the room, already half asleep by the look of it. The two of us go back to my room, standing in the doorway.
Well, this has turned out to be a much more eventful day than I expected.
Yeah, me too. I figured she had just run away from home or was playing a prank or something. I wasn't expecting her to have had such a rough life already.
Indeed. I felt my heart break at her words, sparing as they were.
You never could resist helping out someone who needs it, huh?
It's true. So far, those have been some of the best decisions of my life.
Juliet leans in and kisses me, as we wrap our arms around each other. I know we're both thinking the same thing. There's going to be a lot to talk about tomorrow. When we part, Juliet presses her forehead against mine.
Shall we resume this in the morning, then?
Ayo.
Yeah, sounds good.
I give her a quick follow-up kiss for good measure.
I'll be looking forward to it. Good night, Mia.
Night.
I hop into my own bed and close my eyes, waiting for sleep to take me. Morning. When I wake up, the first thing I do is tiptoe down the hallway and poke my head into the room where Lyra is staying. Tucked beneath all the blankets, I see a splotch of blonde hair against one of the pillows. She's still fast asleep. I wouldn't have been surprised to find out she left in the middle of the night. Being careful not to disturb her, I go downstairs to the kitchen, where Juliet's sitting at the table.
Good morning.
Good morning. Our guest is still sleeping.
Yeah, I saw. Out like a light.
Thought I would wait for her to get up before starting on breakfast, if that's all right with you.
Fine by me. Have you been awake since we went to bed?
I dozed a little here and there. I've been using my free time to catch up on some reading. Last night was so busy, though, that I didn't get the chance to ask how your call with Minso went.
Oh, right.
Somehow, even though I was overshadowed by meeting Lyra and everything that went along with that.
It went really well. She told me all about Jung-in. They were a traveler who went all around the world, but they came from Korea.
So the two of you have something in common, then?
Yeah! Apparently they gave away lots of scrolls like mine. She also said that they started using a pen name later. Horim. It means fox forest.
Oh, that's beautiful. So that must mean that...
I nod.
Yeah. They remembered me too.
I'm so happy for you, Miho. That you got to know how special you were to each other.
Me too. Thanks for setting everything up. I told her about my magic, and so we're gonna keep in touch too. Maybe someday we could even meet up in person. She said she has family members who know a lot more about Jung-in than she does.
A trip to America sounds nice. Or would it be back to Korea?
I'm not sure. I didn't ask. Would you go with me if I went, though?
Of course. There are so many places I'd love to visit with you.
Me too. The other night when we were...
There's a sudden knock at the front door that cuts me off. It's still a little earlier than when we opened the library, but we've never had a patron show up before then. If it was Aspen, she'd just walk right in. My first thought is that it might be someone looking for Lyra.
I'll get it.
Feeling apprehensive for some reason, I slowly make my way towards the door. It wouldn't be a surprise if someone was looking for her, despite what she told us. I'm not sure how they tracked her here, though. They knock again louder. Whoever it is sure is impatient. I walk faster.
I'm coming!
I pull open the door, which isn't even locked. When I see who's waiting, I can feel my eyes go wide.
Silver?
I was gonna say it's gonna be Silver. Wow. She took her mask off. The other Gumiho stands close, shifting her weight from foot to foot. The moment I open the door all the way, she darts in before I can even invite her inside.
What are you doing here?
It's all I can think to blurt out. Well, I'm sure I'll see her again at some point. I expected it to be at night like usual. This is only the second time. That seems so weird. This is only the second time we've seen her out during the day. Taking her typical approach of ignoring me, Silver just looks around, similar to the last time she came here. Finally, her restless gaze settles on me.
I came to fulfill a promise.
Promise?
As I speak, my last words to her on Halloween come back to me, and I understand all at once.
Oh, you're leaving.
Oh. She nods. Just then Juliet emerges from the kitchen. Silver tenses up when she sees her, but then relaxes. I'm reminded of Lyra yesterday.
Ah, Silver. It's very nice to see you again.
Silver stays silent. We're not exactly the most talkative group.
We were gonna have breakfast soon, if you wanted to.
I trail off as one more person enters my field of vision. Upstairs, I can just barely see Lyra over the handrail until she reaches the stairs, sleepily stumbling down them with a blanket in one hand. At the bottom, she stops and rubs her eyes, staring at Silver and me. Between the four of us, I'm not sure who must be most surprised to see whom.
You ain't a wolf, are you?
No. Are you?
At least Savor gets an answer. Apparently deciding she's not in danger of being eaten, Lyra goes into the kitchen. With a small shrug, Juliet goes with her. I almost tap Silver on the shoulder but catch myself and clear my throat to get her attention instead.
Wanna go talk outside?
She nods, and so I lead the way out. Even without her shawl, Silver looks out of place in the sunlight. She belongs in the woods, under the moon.
Who is the child?
Her name's Lyra. She was hiding out in the library and stealing food. So we told her she could sleep in one of the spare beds. The three of us were gonna have breakfast soon. You can join us if you want.
I already know her answer before she even shakes her head.
No. I simply came to keep my word. You have a strange choice of hobby when it comes to taking care of others.
Is that weird?
To me, helping out Lyra seemed like the obvious thing to do. It didn't even feel like a choice I was making, just something that needed to be done. But a half a year ago, I probably would have felt the same way as Silver does.
I guess it is something I've gotten used to.
How very like you.
Is that a good thing?
Silver thinks about it for a bit.
It's not a bad thing.
I'll take it.
Coming from her, that's about the best I can hope for. Silver glances at me, and then suddenly reaches for my throat. Instead of trying to strangle me, which is the first thought that crosses my mind, she grabs my necklace and inspects my bead. For someone who hates being touched, she doesn't seem to have any problems when it comes to my personal space. Still, I tilt my chin up, trying to let her see. Silver's eyes narrow, and after a bit she lets go. As it falls back into place, I instinctively put a hand against my necklace.
So, it's almost your time.
Yeah. Although, I don't really know what to expect when I'm ready.
What do you mean?
When I swallow it, sometimes, if I focus, it makes me think about the clouds or the trees. But I don't know what any of it means. What being a Chono means. I barely know about being a Gumiho.
Silver laughs.
You still haven't figured it out.
I just told you I haven't. How do you know all this stuff anyway?
It's simple. I don't doubt myself.
Would it kill you to just give me a straight answer sometimes?
In this case, it's the only answer I can give you. Besides, you're closer to the truth than I am.
Silver holds her arm up, putting her shining bead into full view. For the first time, she holds it where I can see it properly. Although my bead is plain and round, nearly identical to the non-magical ones at my necklace, hers narrows up the middle and then widens again, like an hourglass. A few colorful bands run across it, almost too narrow to see. There's a red one, a blue one, and even a silver one. When I squint, I can even see a fake spring green one as well. There are others, but I can't see what they are before she lets her sleeve fall again, hiding the bracelet.
It's why I'll be leaving tomorrow. Just as your path has led you here, mine now leads me away.
Tomorrow? I figured you were gonna be going soon, but not that soon.
There's nothing left for me here. It's time I was on my way again.
Oh.
For as long as I've known her, I've hoped I could get through to Silver somehow, help her see some of the things I was blind to myself. Especially now as we're starting to become friends. Or maybe now that we've been friends for a while. Either way, I wish she could stay. But just like when Juliet was contemplating leaving, I can also understand why she feels like she has to go. And unlike Juliet, there really isn't anything else tying her down to Wellington.
Perhaps we'll meet again someday.
Her tone is unusually gentle. I wonder if she'll miss me too.
The sky is vast, and the road is long. Our paths might cross again.
I hope so. Let me come with you tomorrow, to see you off. Please.
She closes her eyes, thinking.
Fine. I'll fetch you in the morning. Early. Be ready.
I will.
Silver takes a step down, signaling to an end of our conversation. But before she leaves, there's one thing I want to know.
Wait.
Yes?
The girl you just saw in there, Lyra. What color was she?
Silver's lips curve into a wry smile.
As hopeful a blue as I've ever seen.
Oh. Almost before she's finished talking, Silver transforms. Her fur sparkles in the sun, looking less out of place than her clothes. Without looking back, she runs away and is quickly out of sight. I watch her go before heading inside the library again myself. In the kitchen, Juliet's working on breakfast while Lyra watches from close by. When I enter the room, the kid folds her arms.
Who is that?
A friend of mine. Her name is Silver. At least, that's what I call her.
She's scary. Scarier than you.
Okay.
She'd probably be glad to hear you say that.
I try to picture Lyra how Silver must have seen her. Beneath her almost permanent glare and short sentences, she's hopeful. Julia and I may be the ones doing her a favor, but she's giving us a chance too.
It turns out she's going to be leaving tomorrow.
To go where? Is she gonna come back here?
I don't know. I'm not sure she knows yet either.
Wherever she goes, I hope she finds contentment there.
Yeah, me too.
What's cottonment?
Contentment means when you feel at peace. Like you don't have to worry about anything.
Oh, I haven't heard that word before.
Thinking on that, Lyra sits down at the table to wait for breakfast to be ready. I go ahead and prepare the dishes, setting up 3 plates. It isn't long before Juliet comes over to serve us our meal, with Lyra's portion being just as big as ours.
Here we are. Do you like anything to go with it, Lyra? Ketchup or more salt and pepper?
She shakes her head, shoveling a forkful of eggs into her mouth. I don't think she's going to be a very picky eater. The 3 of us clear our plates, and once everything is cleaned up, I can see Lyra begin to look around anxiously.
What's wrong?
Nothing.
I might have a guess. Lyra, do you have anything you plan to do today?
Lyra shakes her head.
Well, you're welcome to remain here at the library. Miho will be busy with work, and I'll be going to sleep soon. But you don't have to leave.
I don't? Even though I stole your food?
No, of course not.
Although Juliet says that, I know that at some point, she and I are going to have to decide what exactly Lyra staying here will entail, and for how long. Neither of us are going to turn her out onto the streets, of course. But if she just stays here, then does that mean she'll live here? What does that make her? What does that make us? It's still only the first morning, so there's plenty of time to figure things out. But from what Lyra told us last night, she doesn't really have many other options. Juliet's probably thinking the same thing.
Hey Lyra, do you like to watch TV?
Sometimes. I like cartoons, but I couldn't watch them much.
I have a TV up in my room if you want to use it. You can watch all the cartoons you want.
Her eyes got huge, looking more excited than when she was offered a place to stay.
Really? Is that allowed?
Yeah, come here. I'll show you.
All three of us head to my room and I turn on the TV, flipping to one of the kids' channels I can remember. Within minutes, she's all set up on my bed, totally sucked into the show. Juliet and I step into the hall.
We should probably talk later, huh?
Yes, once I've had a chance to rest and refresh myself.
You've been up since everything started. I'll bet you're as exhausted as she was.
Perhaps a little. Will you be alright for the day? If you have other things to attend to, I'm sure she'll be fine here. I don't think she'll be leaving that spot.
We both glance into my room. Lyra's wrapped my blanket around herself, still entranced by the TV.
We'll see. You should go rest, though. We can figure it out more tonight.
Alright. Until then, my love.
Sleep well.
With a hug and a kiss, Juliet leaves her bed, and I go back downstairs to try and have as normal a day as possible. Nighttime. After the library is closed for the evening and I'm in the middle of cleaning up, Lyra finally comes downstairs. Just like this morning, she's dragging a blanket behind her. Only this time it's mine.
I'm hungry.
Alright. You can have anything in the fridge. Or I can make you a sandwich in a bit.
Okay, I'll go look.
She wanders into the kitchen alone, and I can hear her rifling through the fridge. Giving someone permission to do things is a new experience for me. A single day at the library has already made her a lot more comfortable. I guess she never had a problem with taking food, though. She spent most of the day watching TV in my room, and also chose a couple of books from the kids section to read. Because she's so quiet and keeps to herself, I could almost forget she's even around. I peek into the kitchen to check on her. Lyra's sitting at the table with a book open in front of her and a bowl of cereal besides it. Well, she fits in just fine here. Leaving her to her snack, I go upstairs and find Juliet in her office.
Ah, Miho. I was just about to join you downstairs. How's our guest?
Eating in the kitchen. She seems right at home.
She does, doesn't she?
It's kind of hard to place Juliet's tone, amused with a touch of sadness.
I figured me and you should talk about things before it gets too late again.
Yes, that's a good idea. Would you like to sit down?
We take our usual positions around her desk.
I looked online, but I haven't seen any missing person reports or other indications that someone's searching for her. Usually, if a child were to disappear, it would be all over the news. But in this case...
There's nobody looking.
As far as I can tell, yes. Which would line up with what she told us about running away.
That's so sad. She's just a little kid. There should be somebody who cares about her.
I fully agree. She mentioned that her parents passed away. Perhaps she has other family out there that we could locate. It's difficult with so little information to go by.
Right. Wouldn't they have taken her in when her parents died, though?
There's that as well.
Maybe we should just ask her.
Yes, perhaps. Although, I suspect she would have told us already if so.
That's true.
Well, for the time being, it's no bother having her here. There's more than enough space.
Right. The room that she's in now, though. It was Cosette's, wasn't it?
It was indeed. I've left it untouched for many years now. but it's the only other room with a bed, so it was only natural to offer it to Lyra.
I reach across the table to take Juliet's hand.
Yeah, I think it was the right thing to do.
We haven't talked about Cassette much since that night at her grave. Still, I know she's on Juliet's mind all the time. I'm sure that just unlocking that door and letting Lyra in was more difficult than she lets on, even if it was the logical choice. I hope it's also a good sign that she did it in the end. The sadness in Juliet's eyes as she smiles at me is the only confirmation that I'm right. I don't blame her at all, though. Despite everything we talked about, it'll take her a long time to heal.
Something Silver told me this morning was that Lyra seemed hopeful. She's really good at reading people, so I believe her.
I'm glad to hear that. Can't be easy to be in her position.
Nodding, I stand up, intending to go downstairs and reassure Lyra that she can stay here again tonight. However, I only managed to take 2 steps before I bump into something soft and invisible. Oh, the kid was eavesdropping. Lyra pops into vision as she stumbles backwards, and I barely manage to grab her shoulder to keep her from falling. Juliet makes a sound of surprise at her sudden appearance. Ducking away from my hand, Lyra runs and turns.
Hey, it's okay if you were listening. You're not in trouble.
Just outside the study, she skids to a stop, looking back mistrustfully.
I'm not? I always got yelled at for eavesdropping.
No, child. I can't fault you for listening in when you're being talked about.
Juliet stands by my side, with neither of us moving closer to Lyra. She may have gotten more confident around the library, but it's a different story with Juliet and me as people.
I'd do the same thing if I could turn invisible like you. I've eavesdropped, even when all I can do is hide.
How much were you able to hear?
Lyra shrugs.
Who's Cosette?
Ooh. Beside me, I can feel Juliet tense up and take a deep breath.
My daughter. That room you're staying in used to belong to her.
Oh. Is she dead?
Lyra asks her question as casually as if she's asking about the weather. She hasn't exactly been polite since her arrival, but is a bit blunt even for her.
Hey, maybe...
Juliet gently holds out a hand to cut me off.
Yes, she is.
Oh.
Lyra processes this new information as stoically as ever, her ever-present frown deepening just a bit.
Are you gonna kick me out after all?
Oh. Juliet and I exchange a wide-eyed look. I can't blame her for worrying about that.
Oh, heavens, no! Although we were wondering if you had any other family out there who might be missing you. Brothers or sisters of your parents, perhaps? Or grandparents?
The girl shakes her head.
It was just me and my mom and my dad.
I see. Well, you can stay here for as long as you need to. We won't make you leave, I promise.
Okay.
She studies us for a long time, biting her thumb. I imagine the blue glow that Silver must have seen around her.
Thank you.
You're most welcome. Now, what would the two of you say to dinner? I imagine Miho must be getting hungry.
Yeah, I am.
I'm still hungry too.
Even after that cereal you ate?
She nods.
There wasn't that much left.
We can certainly take care of that. Come along. Let's see what we have in the kitchen.
The 3 of us go down to the kitchen together, where Juliet sets about preparing a meal. Although she's still quiet, Lyra participates in the conversation a bit more, giving her opinion on things like certain foods or things she likes to do. After we're done eating, it isn't long before she collapses into bed, murmuring a groggy good night as she goes. Later, before I turn in for the night myself, I poke my head into her room to check on her. She's fast asleep, mouth open with a line of drool dribbling onto her pillow. The blankets are pulled up beneath her chin, and pillows are scattered around the bed. I smile to myself because I know how she must feel. Warm, safe, and hopeful. Morning. Judging by the knocking on my window, it turns out Silver and I have different ideas of early. I roll over in bed, not totally sure that I'm dreaming, in time to see Silver gesture at me and then leap from the tree again. A few minutes and lots of eye-rubbing later, I'm ready and outside to meet her. On my way out the door, I explain to Juliet where I'm going. Silver's carrying a small sack with her, which I assume contains all her belongings. It's tied shut with a small rope, and she slings it over her shoulder. We don't exchange any words of greeting. Instead, we just start walking. As frustrating as it can be half the time, sometimes I also appreciate her willingness to just end a conversation, or not even start one. I don't have to worry about being a good enough conversationalist for her. It's easier to get more out of her silence than it is many others too. The fact that she let me come along on our last trip, much less came to get me, says a lot. We make our way through the streets, not seeing many other pedestrians or even cars. Only a handful of city buses, a couple of them roaming around empty too. Silver walks faster than either Aspen or Juliet, but I'm able to keep pace easily. It makes our journey pretty short, though. The glass walls and security gates of the skyport come into view, waiting for us. It was the first place to greet us when we arrived, and now it's ready to see off again. I wonder what Silver's thinking right now. Is she feeling sad at all and preparing to miss this place? Or is she ready to leave and potentially never return? Good or bad, I don't think she'll ever be able to forget her time in Wellington. We come to a stop just a few meters away from the entrance, facing the double glass doors. Our reflections stare back at us.
Call me Eunbi.
Eunbi? Oh.
Eunbi?
In Korean, Yun for silver and Bi for rain. Silver rain. Although she doesn't turn to me, I can see her face turn red in the glass.
Yes. It's the name I've settled on. What do you think?
I hope she sees me grin.
I think it's perfect.
Grin. Thank you. I'm not sure what words to say. I've never said goodbye before.
Oh.
It's okay. I never know either.
I wish we could have gotten this secret Eunbi ending.
I hope you'll come back someday. Or that we'll see each other again somewhere else.
Fate brought us together once. Perhaps it'll do so again.
So you think it was fate after all, huh?
Perhaps not.
She looks down at her wrists, surely thinking about her bead even though it's hidden.
If not fate, then shall we make a promise that neither of us can keep?
You haven't broken a promise to me yet.
We'll meet someday then. Perhaps you won't even recognize me. I might be someone else entirely.
Someday. I'm sure that I'll recognize you, though. You might change, but you'll still be you, no matter what.
Even if I'm Eunbi now.
You've been Eunbi the whole time.
Like always, I can tell when she's about to leave. Before she can, there's something I have to ask. I might not get another chance.
At first, you didn't want me to call you Silver. With your magic, what does a silver aura mean?
Our eyes meet in the glass. Finally, she closes hers with a tiny smile.
Shame.
Oh.
Goodbye, Miho.
I love her.
Goodbye, Eunbi.
It takes her just a couple of steps to reach the door. They slide open silently, dissolving our reflections. Eunbi doesn't look back while she scrolls through, letting them shut behind her once again. I'm left looking at myself, and only myself. Finally, I turn around too and start making my way back home.
I'm hungry.
You're always hungry.
I don't think Miho is ready to have kids.
So?
Fair enough.
So, problem? Lyra finds me in the library almost the moment I'm done cleaning up, and I follow her to the kitchen. She takes a seat at the table expectantly while I go to the fridge and pressure to see what we have. It's the part of the evening where it would make more sense to have dinner instead of a snack. Juliet's upstairs and would probably come prepare something if we asked her to. But
I'll cook us something.
that decision is probably meaningless to Lyra, who just nods indifferently from the table. But it'll be a first for me. I've watched Julia make food enough times that I should be able to pull off something simple, like when I cooked breakfast for myself a while ago. As long as I pay attention to what I'm doing, it can't be too hard. I hope. I get a box of pasta, a jar of sauce, an onion, and a pack of meat.
This should be everything I need.
Pasta is one of the easiest things to cook. First, I fill up a pot of water and put it on the stove to start boiling. Then I grab a cutting board and a knife and get the onion ready. It rolls around a lot and my cuts come out all crooked, but I eventually manage to slice it. Very carefully, I chop them into smaller bits.
You're getting onion on the ceiling.
I look up. She's right. A couple of chunks are stuck from where they flew off on the knife. Maybe I was moving the knife a little too fast.
It'll fall off eventually.
I dump the onions into another pan and turn on the heat, and also grab some butter from the fridge. I'm not sure how much to use, so I just scoop up a big lump and throw it in. Better to have too much than not enough, right? It takes a while, but the butter melts and the onions start to sizzle, and so the whole kitchen smells pretty good. I also dump the noodles into the water, which is boiling by now, and set a timer like the box instructs. I'm not sure how to tell when the onions are ready, so I just let them cook until I get bored of waiting, and then I dump the meat in with them. It also sizzles loudly when it hits the pan, and I hurry to spread it around with a spatula. As I'm cooking that, Julia enters the kitchen.
My, something smells delicious.
Hey, I'm cooking dinner, I think.
Juliet beams with delight.
It looks like everything is coming along wonderfully. I can't wait to try it.
Me too. I'm still hungry, you know.
Okay, shut up.
Yeah.
Having the two of them both watching and waiting adds some pressure to the situation. I use the back of my hand to wipe the sweat off my forehead. Standing over the hot stove gets uncomfortable fast. My timer for the noodles goes off while I'm still cooking the meat. Parts of it are getting dark brown and crispy while other parts are still pink, so I keep mixing it around. A few of the onions are beginning to burn too, so I pluck them out and toss them in the trash as I notice them. I leave that pan to its fate while I pick up the pasta pot and carefully tip the water into the sink. Steam rushes into my face and I have to lean back as I let it run out. Only a handful of noodles fall into the sink, which I'm willing to consider a success. I cross my fingers and hope that the meat is done. I can't see any part that looks raw at least. Grabbing the jar of sauce, I unscrew the lid and then dump it all into the pan before mixing that around. Combined with the red sauce, the burnt onions and crunchy meat doesn't really stand out too much. I hope that's true for the taste too. Flicking off the stove, I turn to face my audience.
It's ready.
Finally. I thought it was gonna take all day.
Lavra's not impressed, of course, but Juliet claps.
It looks great. Thank you for cooking, Miho.
Don't thank me yet. But since you cook for us all the time, I figured I could at least give it a try.
I retrieve 3 bowls and dump some noodles into each one, followed by a few big spoonfuls of sauce. Just like Juliet does, I carry them to the table and set them in front of each person.
Alright, here you go.
Lavra wastes no time in digging in, instantly staining her mouth red with sauce. Juliet waits for me to sit down with her fork hovering over the bowl. I examine the finished dish that I made. It's not pretty, but it doesn't look wrong at least, and it does smell pretty good. I take a tentative bite.
It's not bad.
It's not the best thing I've ever eaten, but it's far from the worst. At the very least, it tastes pretty close to what I expected it would taste like. Juliet blows on hers to cool it down before taking a bite herself. As she swallows, her eyes go wide with awe.
It's delicious.
Cool. I'm glad it turned out okay.
No, Miho, I mean it. It's delicious.
She's glazing. She's lying.
What do you... Oh! You can taste it?
Oh. Julia nods, taking another bite without bothering to waste his time. Oh wait, No, it's garlic that vampires cut in half, not onions. Okay, I got really scared for a second. I thought I killed my wife. She chews slowly, closing her eyes to savor it. When she opens them, I see a tear sparkling in the corners.
The richness of the tomatoes, the saltiness of the meat. It's the best thing I've had in decades, even over a century.
Aw, how cute.
It's not that good. It's fine though. Next time you should add some salami. That's my favorite.
Shut up, kid. Mediocre or not, Lyra finishes her bowl in record speed and then gets up to serve herself more.
That's amazing! I wonder why. I didn't do anything that special to it.
I'm not sure either, but I certainly can't complain.
It's because I made it with love. Juliet also gets seconds and then even thirds. There's only enough for me to have one bowl, but that's fine by me. Seeing the joy on Juliet's face is more rewarding than an extra full belly. Using the edge of her fork and spoon, she manages to scrape up every last drop. Her dish is so spotless it looks like it could go right back into the cabinet.
Guess this means I gotta start cooking more often, huh?
Juliet laughs and nods.
I'd like that very, very much.
Evening. After months of practicing, the day of the play finally arrives. I was going to say, what is going on with the play? Like, we haven't talked about it in a while. Our performance starts in the evening, but I have to be there a couple hours early. Juliet and Lyra will both be in the audience, although I know Lyra isn't super excited for it. Aspen will be there for both me and for Lena. Even though I explained again and again that I'll be just standing there while I'm on stage, they're just as excited as they were when I first announced I'd be participating. I'm glad that they'll be there, though. The last hour or so before showtime is a busy one, with lots of the cast running around doing last-minute preparations or run-throughs. I just try to stay out of the way and help out if asked. We make the change from practicing in the park to practicing on a real stage pretty easily, and by now the whole production is pretty smooth. I make the mistake of peeking out from the curtain before it begins, and see that almost all the chairs in the audience are filled. I even manage to spot my people, although they don't notice me. I head to a corner backstage, doing my best to stay out of everyone's way. Cyrus has been walking around, checking in with each cast and crew member in turn. He still hasn't gotten to me when Lena hurries over.
Miho! Ready to go? Nervous?
So far, so good. What about you? Shouldn't you be in your costume?
Caught.
I'm gonna go get changed soon. I was just, talking with my parents.
Are they here in the audience?
Yep, front row. I think they were more excited for me to be in this play than I was.
Oh yeah, because her parents wanted her to be a ballerina.
I know exactly what you mean. I'm glad I did it, though.
Yeah, me too. They said they're glad I found something I like. Although I know they still wish it was ballet. I guess me being up on stage is still good enough for them.
You're okay with that?
Yeah, I think I am. I mean, it was my decision. I probably won't be in any other plays anytime soon, though.
That's too bad. You're really good at it.
I know, but I want to keep trying new things. Maybe someday I'll go back to ballet or something, but only if I decide that I want to, not someone else.
Cyrus wraps up the conversation with a nearby cast member and then joins us in our corner.
Hey, you two. All set for your big debut, Miho?
I think I've got all my lines down.
Good. How about you, Lena?
Ready, boss!
Cool. Thanks for making this possible, both of you.
No, it's no big deal. Right, Miho?
Right.
For me, that's pretty true, but for Lena...
We should probably go get changed, but first,
Scratching his neck, Cyrus looks away for a moment.
Hey, Lena. Are you,
He's blushing!
busy after this?
After the play? No? Why?
Do you wanna get dinner or something?
Lena blinks a few times in rapid succession.
Yes! Let's do that! Okay, I'm gonna go get ready now!
Cute! Face red, Lena runs off, both Cyrus and I staring at her.
The dressing room's the other way.
A moment later, Lena zooms past us going in the opposite direction.
Oops, it's this way.
She disappears into another room.
That wasn't weird, was it? From me, I mean.
Nah, I think weird is like her normal anyway. I think she's pretty glad you asked her.
I kind of had a feeling after she gave me that painting a while ago. Part of the reason I wanted her to be in this play was so we could hang out more. But it's been kind of tough.
Oh.
Don't worry. I think it'll all work out fine.
Cyrus nods.
Well, I'm gonna go get dressed too. See you on stage.
See you!
Cyrus leaves and I spend my last couple moments alone. It's taken a while to get here, but it seems like everything's turned out alright. Lena's all over the place and hard to follow sometimes, and Cyrus is like her opposite. They're both nice people though, and I hope that them getting dinner later is just the start of something between them. I think they'd be good for each other. Eventually, it's time for me to go get ready as well. In the dressing room, I put on my stiff tree costume and take my place backstage. From the other side of the curtain, I can hear the low rumble of the crowd talking. As the lights dim, the chatter does too. Looking around, I see Lena all dressed up and ready to go. She gives me a big thumbs up. At the front, Cyrus faces everyone with a small smile.
Showtime.
We all get into position and the curtain rises. The music begins, and Lena soon takes her place on the center stage. Watching her perform is like watching a whole other person. There's a certain grace to her movements and the way she talks. I admire her ability just to go out and perform when she has to, even when I know she must be all worked up emotionally. Cyrus is the same way when he's acting. He has to talk louder to project his voice, but he doesn't seem uncomfortable doing it. The way he walks and talks is elegant like Lena. The audience laughs and gasps in all the right places, and I can even hear a few sniffles during some of the sad parts. When it's finally time for me to go out, I'm surprised by just how many faces there are in the crowd. I can't let myself get distracted though. I need to do my best too. My part's pretty easy, and I pull it off without a hitch. As I leave the stage for the last time, Lena mouths, "Nice job" to me. I smile in return. The whole 2 hours seems to fly by. When the last scene ends, I can hardly believe that it's over. One by one, we all go back out to take a bow. The applause from the audience is like thunder rolling through the theater. Oh. Cute. The last ones to return are the three main characters, including Lena and Cyrus. As they take their place, the applause somehow gets louder with everyone rising out of their seats to clap. Confetti falls from the rafters as they look around, basking in the celebration. Lena's smile is huge, while Cyrus seems a little stunned by the reaction. The three of them link hands to take a bow, and the rest of us join them one last time for a final bow all together. Throughout it, Lena and Cyrus never let go of each other. When everything is over and everyone goes backstage to clean up and congratulate each other, I say goodbye to pretty much everyone except those two. I look around to try and find them, but I can't. Finally, the sound of a door opening catches my ear. I peek around the corner of a hallway to see Lena and Cyrus standing at a door to the outside, about to step out together. I say they've earned the right to leave early and skip out on the cleaning. As the door shuts behind them, I smile to myself. I think they're gonna be just fine. Oh, cute. Nighttime. The moon sits high in the sky as Juliet and I make our way through the quiet streets, hand in hand. With Lyra fast asleep at home, this is the first time we spent together with just the two of us since we got back from the edge of the world. We catch a shuttle to the nature preserve from the same place I had boarded it last time. And just like our shuttle to the edge, it's almost devoid of other passengers. The preserve is open all hours to give Nocturnal Fable just like Juliet the opportunity to come visit, but I don't expect it to be nearly as busy as when I went there. Sure enough, we're practically alone as we enter, having the whole area to ourselves.
It's just as beautiful as I remember.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
We meander through the lush, sprawling forest before ending up back near the calm river. Julia and I point out nesting birds and skittering lizards as we see them. It's a much different atmosphere than when I was here in the daytime, but not in a bad way, just quieter and more relaxed.
I'm glad we can go out like this. It's been a while, huh?
Yes, it has. It's been hectic having another mouth to feed and look after.
For sure. I don't really mind it, though.
Nor do I.
We come to a stop near the water, not far from the covered sitting area. I can see my reflection staring back at me, but it looks like I'm alone. Although she's right beside me, Juliet has no reflection to speak of like usual. Like her ability to taste some food, I wonder if that'll come back someday.
It's been fun having Lyra around, even though it's only been a couple days. I like being able to help her out.
I know she's appreciative of it too, even if she has trouble expressing that sometimes.
Yeah. I don't blame her for that. I know what it's like.
Whether it's cooking her dinner or setting up the TV or just checking on her late at night, Lyra's presence has given me a sense of purpose that I didn't really have before. She's shown that she's capable of taking care of herself, but she's still choosing to rely on Juliet and me. I keep thinking of that hopeful blue glow that Yumbi described. If Yumbi had seen me back when I first came to the library, I probably would have had the same colors surrounding me. Tonight, Lyra went to bed without needing any reassurances that our time at the library is limited, and she even complimented the meal that Juliet prepared for dinner. Hi, Chris. Welcome in. Can we get some yo's? Hello. Wait, can I ask how the wedding go? Can I ask? And if it went poorly, you don't have to tell me. Just like I did, she's settling into a routine.
What are we gonna do about her?
Oh. Yeah, because we can't take the kid into the underworld, like it's gonna die. I ask quietly. Juliet doesn't answer at first. I know that she heard me. She's probably thinking about it too. The answer seems obvious, of course, but also huge. Life-changing. For more than just one life.
I want her to stay. I know what that means. At least, I kind of do. You would know better than me, since you've been through it before.
I'm putting the cam here for now. It went great. The weather was better than expected and only some minor details were missed. Wait, W! That's good. I'm glad it went relatively well. Congratulations. Next time, invite me. I mean, no, hopefully you don't have another wedding. I'm sorry. I meant for the next... For like another chatter's wedding, not you specifically. Oh my fucking god. I'm getting a water cup. Sorry. I'm locked in. Not her wishing divorce. I'm not. We're playing a cozy gay game. I'm locked in.
I know what that means. At least, I kind of do. You would know better than me, since you've been through it before. But I don't want to tell her she has to leave someday. Not when I know she doesn't have anywhere else to go. I don't know what usually happens to kids without a family. But if I was her, I wouldn't trust some stranger who told me what I had to do. Where I have to live.
No, that's real. Like, if we give up the kid, it's gonna go to CPS, even though I don't know how, like, good CPS is in New Zealand.
And one thing I do know is how hard it is to be alone in the world, with no one you can talk to or trust. I don't want anyone to feel that way. Not if I can help it.
I rest my head on Juliet's shoulder, and she puts her arm around me. The sheer amount of responsibility that I'm suggesting we take on is overwhelming. I don't know anything about taking care of a kid. I don't even know how to properly take care of myself until recently. There's so much that I'm only vaguely aware of. School, clothes, chores. I never had a childhood, or grew up in the normal sense of the word. But none of that matters. What's important is that Lyra's here, and her future is in our hands. Everything I've learned since coming to Wellington, all the ways I have grown, they all point towards this being the right decision. I'm just not realizing if we would have gone the Aspen route, we probably would have adopted a cat and not a kid. Okay, not that, like, I don't like kids, it's just, this is such a huge step for us. We've only been dating for like 2 months. And we're getting a kid already. Beside me, I feel Juliet slowly nod.
In the end, it's not our choice to make. What's most important is what she wants. It's a cruel fate that dealt her this hand in the first place. Someone so young shouldn't have to make such a huge decision. But we can only play with the cards we're given. If being with us is what Lyra wants, then I would be happy to oblige.
You know what I want? Subscribers, because chat, we're 2 hours in and I totally did not forget to run an ad. So if you want to avoid the ad, all you gotta do is click subscribe for $5.99, just $6. Skip your coffee and get ad-free viewing. Click subscribe right now, see if you got a free Prime. According to the memes, this is the normal pace for lesbian relationships. I mean, I've never dated a girl, so like I don't know if the memes are real. But I think in this economy, you can't like live by yourself. Yeah, can we get some golden kappas in chat?
The road will be long and difficult. There will be tears and frustrations on both sides, I'm sure. And I'm sure it will take some time before she can fully trust and accept us. As it should. But I know there will also be smiles and joy. Little things and big things that make the difficulties worth enduring. If that's something that she's prepared for, as much as she can be, and that you're prepared for too, Miho, then I want her to stay as well.
I tilt my head to look around. All around us are the reminders of many lives, big and small. From the chirping crickets and the croaking frogs to the other park visitors who pass us by. All of them, all of us exist together here, under the same moon, breathing the same air. I used to take these connections for granted, just like I did my everyday existence. It's not just what I've gained since then, but also what I've lost, that makes me pause and silently reflect. Jungin, my person who never ever forgot me. Aspen and Juliet, who opened up their hearts and lives to accept me. Even Yunbi, who eventually came to trust me. They all made me who I am. I'm fortunate to have had them in my life. Can I be that for someone else? Can I help someone grow the same way? The one thing that all those people have in common is that they all took a chance on me, and I took a chance on them. If there's one thing I've learned, it's that all the best things in life come with risk and uncertainty. This decision, as big as it may be, isn't any different. Turning, I look into Juliet's eyes, I nod.
Yeah, I'm prepared.
You say that, but I was gonna say you haven't changed a diaper, but the kid looks like they're 5 or 6, so like I hope we're not changing diapers. I have never changed a diaper in my life, and I genuinely have no interest. I have no desire. I don't ever want kids. Sterilize me! Actually, I don't know. I know when you get like your tubes tied, or where you remove your, I don't know what the procedure is called, but like it fucks up your hormones, and I don't like that. Like that kind of scares me a little. I have 4 nieces and nephews, and I've never changed a diaper. Wait, W. L uncle,
Yeah.
but W for you.
I'm prepared.
Her gentle warmth engulfs me as her arms pull me into an embrace.
Then we'll speak with her tomorrow.
Morning. Julie and I ended up getting home pretty late from the nature reserve, and so the next morning, I chose to sleep in a bit longer than usual. When I finally climb out of bed, I go to check on Lyra. Although her bed is messy and unmade, she's nowhere to be seen. She must have gotten up and gone downstairs. Oh, Aspen is here! Yawning, I make my way to the kitchen, expecting to see her and Juliet. But when I see who's waiting there instead, I blink with surprise.
Aspen!
Ah, Miho. Good morning.
What I do feel kind of sad about is that since we chose the Juliet route, we've barely seen any of Aspen.
It's been forever since you've been here.
It's only been a few weeks.
That's forever.
Like I said, forever.
It does feel that way, I admit. Sorry I haven't been able to chat much lately.
It's fine. I know you're busy.
Although Aspen and I still check in every morning, just so she doesn't forget me, we never talk for long. In fact, most of our conversations are pretty much just saying hello and then almost immediately saying goodbye. I haven't even gotten the chance to tell her about everything that's been happening these past few days.
Have you been?
Oh, same as ever. These past couple weeks I've been working hard on some edits to my manuscript that a publisher requested. It's been tough, but I can finally see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Why did you choose Juliet anyway? I didn't like specifically chose. There was like no like clear divergence in the story. It just happened. Like,
That's great! So they're gonna publish your book?
It's still too early to say, but
she cracks a smile.
I'm optimistic at least. What about you? I expected Juliet to be around by now, but I haven't seen her.
She might be asleep. We were out kind of late last night.
Oh! I take it that means things are going better between you two then.
Yeah, your advice helped a lot. Things have been really good, actually.
They're going so great that we're having a child already.
I'm so glad to hear it.
I think if the same thing happened with Aspen, I don't think Aspen would want a child. The whole time we're talking, Aspen is also turning this way and that in her chair, like she's searching for something.
What are you looking for?
I don't know what happened to my pen. I swear I just had it with me, but now I can't find it.
Maybe you dropped it on the floor?
Maybe. It's not a big deal, though. I have extras.
Her purse is dangling from her chair, and she pulls it into her lap to dig around. When she does, she frowns.
What now?
My notebook is missing too. There's no way that fell out on its own.
There's a thief. Aspen stands up, pacing back and forth between her seat and the entrance to the kitchen, peering down the room towards the front door. While she's out of her seat, I watch her hand mirror float up out of her bag and disappear around a corner. I have to bite my lip to keep from laughing as I realize what's going on. Oh. The kid is stealing. Looking frustrated, Aspen returns and sits back down.
How odd.
Taking a peek into her purse again, Aspen suddenly looks up and glares at me.
Did you do this?
Do what?
My mirror. I'm certain it was just here. I just saw it and set it aside.
I didn't touch it. I swear.
Then who did?
As fun as it is to watch Aspen get flustered, I don't want her to get genuinely upset. I look over in the direction where I see her mirror vanish.
Alright, Lyra. That's enough.
Lyra suddenly pops into view right next to me, instead of where she disappeared. She has a notebook and a pen in one hand, and the mirror in her other.
Why'd you ruin it? I was gonna get her whole bag next.
Why is Lyra doing this to a stranger? You do this in America, they will blast your head off. Wait, do they have guns in New Zealand? I don't know. Across from me, Aspen stares in shock, her mouth moving but unable to actually form any sentences.
Wait. Ooh. Huh?
Aspen, meet Lyra. Lyra, meet Aspen. She's not a wolf. Don't worry.
Lyra rolls her eyes at me.
Duh, I can tell.
After blinking a few times, Aspen manages to get herself somewhat under control.
It's nice to meet you, Lyra.
From the way she stares at me while she's talking to the kid, I can tell Aspen wants an explanation.
Do you live here too?
I don't. Why do you ask?
You act like it.
I can't help but snort with laughter. Aspen, meanwhile, still looks like she can't tell if she should be offended or not. Having had my fun, I decide to help her out.
Lyra's staying at the library for a while. We met her a couple days ago.
I see. Juliet sure does love her strays.
Oh, that seems so backhanded, the way she said that.
Lyra, may I please have my things back?
Fine.
Stopping over to where Aspen's sitting, Lyra returns her belongings.
So you're able to use magic too, I see.
Uh-huh. Can you?
Unfortunately not. I wish I could.
Just to show off, Lyra disappears again, and Aspen instinctively clutches her purse tightly.
How long are you able to stay invisible?
Reappearing, Lyra shrugs.
I have to hold my breath.
I was gonna say that game theory earlier. Because when she first went invisible in front of us, she went comically.
Oh, that explains it.
I thought she always puffed out her cheeks for a dramatic effect, but if it's part of her magic, then that makes more sense. Looking smug, Lyra sits down on the last empty seat at the table.
When's breakfast?
All this kid does is eat. Oh my
Dunno.
god.
Juliet's still asleep. I can start making us something, though.
I can wait. Juliet's cooking is better.
This kid needs to shut up. Problem.
She doesn't mince words,
Pause.
does she?
It's auto advancing. Options. Text. Wait, did I mess up? I think I clicked something. Okay, I'm logged in.
At least she's honest, I guess. I'm gonna cook anyway. Even I can't mess up eggs and toast that much.
I conveniently chose to leave out the results from last time I made them. I have more experience now, so it should get better. Once again, Juliet turns up when I'm halfway through cooking.
Good morning, everyone. My, what a crowded kitchen we have today.
Morning! The food will be ready soon.
This time I'm keeping a close eye on the eggs to make sure they don't overcook, and on the toast to make sure it cooks enough. While I do that, Juliet goes and retrieves another chair from somewhere so we all have a place to sit. Oh, because there's only 3 chairs. When everything looks right, I dish it up and serve it. Aspen and Lyra eat without any complaints, which I take to mean it's good enough, but it's Juliet's reaction that I'm most curious about. I watch intently as she prepares a careful bite, chewing thoughtfully, and then her face lights up.
It tastes wonderful.
I think Juliet's lying to me.
Awesome!
I'd happily cook every morning if it makes her smile like that every time. Afternoon. When breakfast is over, Juliet stands up to get everyone's attention.
Aspen, Miho, I was wondering if I might be able to enlist your help for the day.
Enlist?
Since the library is closed for the weekend, I thought it might be a good opportunity to give this place a thorough cleaning.
Ew.
It's been ages since it's had a good dusting, and some of the spare rooms could stand to be emptied out.
Sure, I don't mind. I could certainly use the exercise.
Yeah, of course I'll help.
What's the kid gonna say?
Thank you.
What about me? I can help too.
Oh.
Well...
She and I look at each other, and I give a tiny nod. We didn't plan on how to have this conversation with Lyra, but now it seems like as good a time as any. Aspen must notice our silent exchange, because she stands up.
I'll go straighten up the books first, before we start on the rest of the house. Just give me a call if you need me.
We will. Thank you.
Once Aspen leaves, Juliet takes a seat, scooting her chair closer to Lyra and me. The way the kid starts to fidget, I get the impression that we're making her nervous.
Lyra, there was something that Miho and I wanted to ask you. Something very important.
Do you want to live here with us?
I decide to just cut to the chase, rather than stretch out the amount of time that Lyra has to worry about what we're going to say. She stops fidgeting immediately, looking confused.
What do you mean? I already do.
Oh?
Yes, but in a permanent sense. Not just for a few nights, but...
This would be your home.
Oh.
For a bit, none of us talk. Under the table, I seek out Juliet's hand. I'm surprised to find that it's shaking. Lyra chews her lip and bites her thumb, staring at the floor.
Of course, if you don't want to, then we fully understand. Both of us will do everything we can to help you find somewhere that you do want to be.
Yeah. We won't make you go back to the people you ran away from or anything like that.
Even though we've already promised her that, I feel like it bears repeating.
If I do, then what would we be?
Oh.
In what sense?
Like...
She's like, how am I gonna tell my classmates that I have 2 moms? She struggles to find the words to phrase her question, but I think I know what she means. It's kind of like when Julie and I began our relationship, and I didn't know what to call it.
We'd be family.
Finally, Lyra looks up at both of us. I squeeze Juliet's hand, and she squeezes back, still shaky.
Okay. I like that.
I can feel the tension drain out of Juliet's hand as she relaxes, laughing with relief. Even as my heart pounds, I can feel myself grinning too. And across her mouth for the first time ever, I see Lyra's face light up with a real, genuine smile. One that she doesn't bother to hide or force away. I don't have to be silver to see the hope that she feels right now. I felt it myself not so long ago. This time I get to be the one to say the words that Juliet said to me back then.
In that case, welcome home.
End screen, give me the credits. Leaping to her feet, Lyra scurries over with her arms outstretched. Juliet and I both catch her in a hug, the 3 of us wrapping our arms around each other. Oh, Juliet's crying! Somehow, out of the 3 of us, Lyra's the only one without any tears in her eyes.
You'll never have to be alone again.
Together, Lyra and I both nod. The 3 of us separate and Juliet laughs as she wipes her face.
Well, shall we go give Aspen a hand?
Yeah.
We find Aspen up near the front, idly wiping down one of the display cases with a rag. She turns around to face us, and I see her sizing up all the details at once. Our tears, Lyra's hands and Juliet's, and her newfound smile. I can tell she understands.
Congratulations, all of you.
Aspen, Juliet, and I organize and scrub the downstairs area from top to bottom. Lyra runs back and forth between us, bringing cleaners and rags and whatever else someone asks for. Once we're finished, we move upstairs, skipping over my room and Juliet's study. Instead, we all stop at the storage room where I find the fish tank for the elemental, and where Juliet got my TV. She flicks on the lights, illuminating boxes stuffed with toys and clothes and even a couple of books. All of these used to be Cassette's things. They've just sat here, untouched for years. I put a hand on her shoulder while both Lyra and Aspen wait uncertainly. Wow. Why can't you just be poly with Julie and Aspen? I think it would be weird because Juliet and Aspen are like best friends. And also Aspen is mortal, so I would live forever. It would be unfair to Aspen because she will die. While in comparison, me and Juliet can like objectively live forever. I put a hand on her shoulder while both Lyra and Aspen wait uncertainly by the door. Juliet strolls through the room, peering into several boxes. Sometimes she retrieves a toy, like a plastic horse or a stuffed doll, and gazes at it fondly, but then she puts them back. I follow her in, and hesitantly Lyra follows behind me. So cute. Juliet kneels down to match Lyra's eye level, gently reaching out to clasp her hands.
Lyra, feel free to keep anything here that strikes your fancy. We'll donate the rest to others who may want them.
Oh. You know, I don't like kids, but it is such like a green flag when you see somebody be well with kids.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm certain. Cosette wouldn't have wanted her treasures to sit in the dark and waste away unappreciated. I was only doing that for myself. No. What she would have wanted is for them to bring smiles and happiness to others, like they brought to her. Passing them down is the best way I can honor her memory.
I'll take good care of them. Promise.
Juliet pats her on the head.
I know you will.
It takes all day, but together we manage to comb through everything in the rooms. Aspen sweeps and dusts while the rest of us sort out all the belongings. In the end, Lyra only picks a few toys and clothes for herself. The rest are packed neatly into boxes that Juliet and I haul downstairs to be picked up by a charity group later. We go room by room, cleaning up until we reach the last one, Lyra's room. All of us help her carry her chosen toys in, setting them up on a shelf or in a toy box. Aspen and Juliet swap out the bedsheets and the curtains and take care of all the dust. We also rearrange the furniture just to give it a new look. There are a few things Juliet takes with her too, photographs and a journal and other personal belongings. She takes those into her study, giving them a place of honor by her desk, where they'll never be out of sight. But also where they're surrounded by the records and lives of others who came before, people who might have known her. Juliet puts a smiling framed picture of Cosette onto the shelf, facing towards the door. In the photo, Cosette is laughing and winking, even as she's walking away from the camera. I have to say, she looks right at home too.
Whew, I'm beat.
Nighttime. I flop down onto the bed, spreading my arms out. It's not my own bed for once, but Juliet's. Yo! Wait. We have yet to sleep together. Is this our first time? Oh my god.
You worked very hard today. You deserve to be exhausted.
Not as hard as you. You carried most of those boxes.
We both put in a lot of effort.
This game is not rated, like, R, so, like, there's gonna be no smashing, I hope. I mean, anyway. She lays down next to me. I'm deleting that one. Without a window, it's darker in Juliet's room than it is in mine. I can count on one hand the number of times I've been in here. I let out a yawn. Aspen went home hours ago and Lyra went to bed not long after. It'll be my turn soon.
You should get some rest, dear.
I will. First, I have to get the energy to go back to my room.
Do you?
Sorry.
What do you mean?
There's certainly room for two here.
Rolling onto my side to face her, I laugh.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, it's like, wouldn't Lyra be confused why her moms don't sleep in the same bed?
You must be worn out too. You stayed up all day, didn't you?
Yes. I wanted to spend it with the three of you.
I'm glad.
I yawn again, and this time it's Juliet who laughs.
Sleep, my love. I'll see you in the morning.
She doesn't have to tell me twice. Not even bothering to find my heavy eyes from closing, I just nod.
Good night.
Whew. I mean, dang it. Morning. The sky collapses into the ocean, splashing me with 1,000 shades of blue. Clouds drift through the water and fish swim through the sky. What is going on? I'm alone, but I'm not alone. Although there's no one on my side, I can still feel the warm presence of my loved ones in my heart. With each step I take, sky water ripples in every direction. The expanse goes on forever above, below, and around me. I look down at my hands and feet, and at my reflection beneath me. Yellow eyes framed by dark fur look back, the fox's paws moving in time with my footsteps. She's me, and I'm her. I know this, so why are we separated like this? Together, we move forward, though it's impossible to see what's beyond the horizon, just more and more blue. Then far ahead, something floating along in the current catches my eye, and I run to it. It's a piece of paper, rolled up tightly. Something stirs in my soul, as one of the people I hold dear. Something stirs in my soul, as one of the people I hold dear, there smiles in recognition. Gently I unfurl the scroll. But as soon as I do, the words written there melt away, pouring off the page and into the water at my feet. I look down to see the ink pooling beneath me, beneath my feet and the fox's paws. I take a deep breath and then kneel down. My hand hovers just inches away from the surface. A single paw waits on the other side, as the fox's eyes look into mine. Mustering all my courage, I plunge my hand down, into the swirling ink and rippling water, reaching out for my other self. With a gasp, I bolt upright in bed, breathing heavily. My palms and neck are slick with sweat, and my heart races like I just ran a marathon. Daylight blinds me, and I hold up one arm to shield myself from it, but it doesn't help. As I become aware of other sensations, like the unfamiliar bed I'm in and the warmth of someone beside me, I remember where I am. Juliet's room, not my own. Usually my dreams fall away as soon as I wake up, but the one I just had remains vivid in my mind. That endless blue lingers in my thoughts, a crystal clear memory.
Miho?
I can hear Juliet sit up on the other side of the bed, still partially hidden in shadow. As I blink to get my bearings, I realize that it's not daylight that's blinding me. It's my bead. I was kind of worried that the game would end without, like, me transforming. But I think it's happening. As bright as the full moon, it rests against my chest. In its glow, I can see a third person illuminated between Juliet and me. When did Lyra get here? when did this child get here? Lyra is fast asleep, somehow unbothered. She's flat on her back, her hands clutching a blanket. I cup my hands and lift them to cover my bead, although light still pours out from between my fingers. The moment my palms brush against it, a shiver runs down my spine. The ocean from my dreams fills my thoughts, even as I'm aware of what's around me. As the feeling dissipates, I'm left with a sensation of total calmness. My eyes aren't bothered by the light. I don't feel hot under the blankets, and with Lyra pressed against me, the dampness of my hair is gone. I look over and see Juliet in the darkness. Although sleepiness still tugs at her eyes, I can tell she's wide awake now. With one hand, I remove my necklace. One by one, I slide off the other beads until I get to the one that matters. I let it fall into my hand. The only sensation I'm aware of is it resting there. Tiny cracks cover it all over. This reads like a young adult romantic comedy. I'm gonna give my full review once we beat this game, which hopefully is soon, because it's long as shit. Wait, how long have we recorded this game for? Let's see, we've done 2.5 hours today. This is probably like 18 hours in. It's really long. But to me, it's more like a soap opera. Like, the pacing is... I'm gonna give my full review when we beat it. Anyway. I close my fingers around it, hiding some more of the glow. Sensing Juliet rather than seeing her, I whisper into the dark.
It's time.
I stand up, and I feel the bed shake as Juliet stands up as well. We go out into the hallway together, carefully shutting the door behind us. From the hallway window, I can see that it's still early morning, just around sunrise. I uncurl my fingers again, letting the brilliant light illuminate the hall. Juliet and I both look at it, and then she meets my eyes. Strangely, I don't feel any nervousness.
Let's go down to the beach.
What is going on? The ocean here isn't quite the same as the one in my mind. It's rougher and dotted with boats. The shouts of fishermen handling the morning's catch drift over from the boardwalk. The noisy drone of a landing airship buzzes over them. Julia and I stand just out of reach of the tide, not far from where I first confessed my feelings to her. Her parasol blocks the early morning sun as we face each other. Out here, the light from my bead isn't as pronounced. It hasn't gotten any dimmer, though. A noisy awareness hums in the back of my mind, like a radio not quite tuned to a station. It's impatient. I'm impatient. I lock eyes with Juliet. Neither of us say anything. Neither of us need to. She just nods, encouraging me. I turn towards the sea. Slowly, I bring the bead to my lips. As it gets closer, the humming in my head gets louder, and the ocean of my mind feels like it might break free into reality. Then, the moment the bead touches my tongue, it melts away like candy, and the humming sound stops. The ocean recedes. Oh my god, it's like Moana! You know what's crazy? I saw Moana on Thanksgiving when it came out last year. Closing my eyes, I feel the magic spread throughout my body. It's like a wind inside me that I inhale, filling my lungs. Not just my lungs, but my heart, my mind, and everything else. That breeze ripples across my skin from the inside, flexing my fingers and curling my toes. It moves to fill every part of me, this magic I was born to inherit. It drifts across my memories, making the colors more vivid and filling in details I'd forgotten. The springtime green of the trees in the forest, the agony of my injured leg. The bitter cold of being caught in a storm, and the softness of my first night in my own bed. I do feel my body change as my one-tail I do feel my body change as my one-tail splits into 9. Oh my god, 9 tails Pokemon, sorry. I'm playing too much Pokerogue. Unfurling behind me like Juliet's parasol. I understand Yumbi's words now, when she teased me for not figuring it out. Swallowing my bead hasn't made me into a different person. What it wanted was only ever what I wanted. The pain of loss and the comfort of love. Happiness. Oh, I'm gonna cry. I've experienced these and so many other things for myself already. My bead hasn't ever known anything that I didn't know. It's only been an extension of me. And what I know is that I haven't reached the end of my journey, just another step on it. I still have to strive for those things that I want. To be happy. To be in love. They aren't destinations either. They're pathways themselves that I have to strive to follow. To stay on. Chonho. Sky Fox. Before me, the sky and sea appear to stretch out forever, meeting at the edge of existence. Though separate, they match each other in their vastness. Both are as hopeful as blue as I've ever seen.
Miho.
Afternoon. I've been here on the beach all day? Okay. Juliet says my name like a statement, not a question, confirming that I'm still here in front of her. I'm still me.
Juliet.
We can see my additional tails now. Still, it seems fitting that my first word as the new me should be her name.
How do you feel?
I take a moment to assess that. Being a fox feels different from being in my other form, but this feels like a mixture of both. The scent of the ocean, fish and salt and more, is stronger in my nose. Among the chaotic noise of the fishermen and the other city bustle, I'm able to pick out individual voices and focus on individual sounds. Each grain of sand on the beach stands out, so numerous that if I look at them too long, my eyes start to hurt. In the same way, I can notice each thread of Juliet's shirt, each splinter on the nearby boardwalk, each bubble in the rising tide.
Different, but the same. I can notice more of everything around me, but I don't feel that different on the inside.
She can see 4K now.
I'm still just Miho.
Good. I would hope for nothing else.
I take a few steps, getting used to the feeling of having more tails. Although they're heavier, move then comes as naturally as moving just one did. They fan out behind me, the only evidence of the change I just underwent. That and the missing necklace around my throat. Oh, it's gone.
Do I seem any different to you?
Not at a glance. Is it what you'd expected?
I don't know if I was expecting anything in particular. I said that to Envy, and she just laughed at me. But I get it now. My bead didn't change me. I've changed myself. I think maybe that's why Envy isn't quite ready yet. But I'm sure she will be soon. I think she's on the right track now.
Wait, so does that mean I can't transform into a fox anymore? No. Juliet gazes at me with admiration in her eyes. There was a time where that would be kind of embarrassing, because I didn't know what she was seeing in me. Now having made peace with who I am, I feel like I can stand a little taller.
Do you remember what you said once, back when we first met? I believe it was one of the first times we had breakfast together. You said that you wanted to learn how to be a person.
I'd say I accomplished that.
As would I. But you helped me do the same. Unbi as well. And I'm sure there's much that Lyra will learn from you in time. Unbi was right in that regard. The capacity to change. Not just yourself, but the others in your life has always been within you.
Yeah, I guess my bead was just trying to show me that all along. Now that it's gone, I wonder if it means people will be able to remember me normally. If not...
Then it'll be another trial, another goal to work towards, another challenge to overcome. Somehow the thought of that isn't so scary anymore, because I know that I can rely on myself and on my loved ones, and that things will turn out okay. I smile.
If not, then I'll keep trying to find a way. I'm pretty good at that after all.
Somehow you always do.
The sun is getting higher and Juliet repositions her parasol to block it. It feels luxuriously warm on my tails, but I know Juliet can't be comfortable.
You should go back to the library without me. I'll be home soon, but I want to walk around a bit first.
All right. It's probably best if Lyra doesn't wake up to an empty house.
Yeah, the kid should be awake by now. It's like 1 p.m.
I'll see you again soon then.
Before she goes, we embrace each other for a kiss. Sorry. Her lips feel even Sorry. It just feels weird reading this. It feels like I'm reading like a smut book. Her lips feel even softer than usual, and her hand as it holds mine for a moment is gentler. We step apart, sharing a smile, and I wave goodbye as Juliet starts making her way back home. I head to the skyport myself. It's busy when I get there. The airship that I heard land not long ago has let its passengers off, and they flow through the security lines and into the freedom of the city. I stop outside the doors where I said goodbye to Yunbi, although I don't plan to go inside. Instead, I turn around and start walking towards town, following a zigzag path that takes me along roads and alleyways. It's been months since I arrived, but I can still remember each twist and turn that I took as I ran from the security guard. Some of those streets I've walked down several times since, and some of them I only passed through that time. The welcoming colors of Cuba Street guide me through the heart of Wellington. Along the way I pass by the bell house, pausing outside of it. It's early enough that the inside is still dark, except for a couple of lights in the kitchen. Even Aspen isn't here this early. It's afternoon. They should be open. In the glass window I can see my own reflection. I half expect to find a fox staring back at me, but not this time. Just like like I said to Juliet, I'm still just Miho. From the Bella House's door, I make a sharp turn and go back the way I came from. On my way to Mount Victoria, I pass by the road to the library, but don't quite go down it, of course. I'm not quite ready to go home yet. I'm sure Juliet is waiting for me there, and Lyra too, if she's awake. I wonder what she'll have to say about my new tales. I keep on walking, and soon the rising green slope of Mount Victoria comes into view. Climbing up the mountain is pretty much automatic, since I can remember every curve and incline in the trail before it happens. Although I pass a few people who are also on their way up, and also some people heading down from the top, I'm all alone when I reach the summit. Just for a moment, I know. But a moment is enough. From up here, the skyport doesn't look very big. The path I just took doesn't seem very far, yet in a sense, it took me months to walk it. I'm sure I'll come up here many more times in the future. There are so many places I want to go and things I want to see, but I know that I'll never get tired of this view. The people and places I care about are all within my reach. For me, everything comes back to this spot. When I stood here for the first time, I couldn't have known the journey that was about to begin for me. That's why I can't help but feel excited as I gaze out at the city I've come to love. So many things are changing, but for once, that isn't scary. The future is uncertain, but that just means it's full of opportunities and potential. I'm done with letting life just happen to me. From now on, I intend to make it what I want. Aww. A sudden gust sweeps across the mountain, down through the forest, and out towards the sea. It ripples through my hair the same way it ripples through the trees. As the leaves rustle together in the breeze, it sounds like warm laughter. Little fox, where is your home? The wind whispers. Closing my eyes, I relax and surrender myself to it all.
Right here.
End screen. There we have it. Please be happy. Also, the music's gonna be really loud.
As I open to another page,
We get a song?
I wonder if I'll always stay the same or be someone someday. As you open up another door, I'm searching for more, but I'm not really sure what I'll find. On and on.
Is it you, eh?
On the wall keeps taking along. So I put a bookmark in this chapter of my life. A Taylor Press flower to remember you by. Getting older will mean that you're not on my mind. Together we'll be young till we die. With just a word or two, the year will end so soon. Will you remember me if I remember you?
The actual VA is singing the song.
Tomorrow's just another new today. I wonder if our hearts will stay the same, or if we'll ever change now. All that we own are our memories, so I'll hold them close and I'll live my life with my heart on my sleeve still. On and on, the clock on the wall keeps ticking along. So I put a bookmark in this chapter of my life. A Taylor Press flower to remember you by. And if getting older will mean that you're not on my mind. Together we'll be young till we die. Maybe I'll forget a bit of you, maybe you'll forget me too. But I'll treasure every second, and I know that you will too.
How cute. There's an epilogue? No. Okay. Blockade. Everything is already packed up and on its way down to the underworld. All that remains is us. Oh my god, we're leaving? After 100 years in the library from Juliet and half a decade from Lyra and me, it only took a couple of days for everything we owned to be organized into boxes and sent ahead to our new home. Everything that we're keeping, at least. So we're taking the child with us to the underworld. There was just as much to give away. Toys and clothes Lyra had outgrown, furniture we didn't want to take, mementos that we left with our friends. The only part that's remained unchanged are the library shelves themselves. Aspen swore that she wouldn't take a single book off the shelves after taking over. Okay, so we leave, like, recently. Like, Aspen is still alive. So this is probably, like, 5-10 years later. Wait, no, it's half a decade since Lyra's been here, so this is 5 years later. The bedroom I shared with Juliet, Lyra's room, and Juliet's office were the last ones to be packed up. At first, it was jarring to see so much empty space, but over time I stopped thinking about it that way. Rather than picturing what's not there anymore, I prefer to think of it as being ready to be reborn. Oh wait, it's so sweet that they're taking Lyra, because that means we will die with Lyra now. Oh. Whatever this place becomes, I hope whoever is here after us loves it as much as we did.
Are you ready, dear?
As ready as I'll ever be.
For what might be the last time, the two of us stand together in the library's foyer. Hand in hand, we take a final look around. The creaky spots on the floor, the faintly musty smell of so many books, the curtains fluttering in the breeze. All of it is imprinted on my heart. I'll never forget it. This was the first home I ever had. Well, the second, after the forest. But as far as I'm concerned, it's where my life began. We've made a lot of memories here. I know that we'll be missed, just as much as we'll miss it. Despite how long it's been, I'm still not entirely used to people remembering me. But I prefer that bittersweet feeling to the pain of being forgotten. Okay, so once we ate the bee, we no longer have our powers. Sad. Now it's time to say goodbye. I got a new outfit! Juliet clicks open the locket around her neck. On one side, there's a tiny picture of the four of us, Juliet, Lyra, Aspen, and me. Although it's just the three of us who are going, Aspen will always be a part of our family. Even now, she's at the skyport waiting to see us off. On the other is a photo of Cassette. She has the same wry look in that picture as in her portrait that once hung on the wall. Half smirk, half laugh, her smile is immortalized forever. The tiny hands of the clock tick imperceptibly onward.
What about you? Are you ready?
There are plenty of things that I'll miss. Sure, I haven't even thought of them all yet. After so long, I can scarcely believe that I'm leaving. And yet, I'm excited for what awaits us. Not just in our new home, but in our new lives. I feel the same way I did 5 years ago, when we first fell in love. I can't wait to see what happens next.
Aww. We lean in at the same time, the same thought on both of our minds. Even after another 100 years, I know that I won't get tired of kissing Juliet. No, we're gonna die in the underworld. That's the whole point of going to the underworld. Anyway. The front door bangs open and we both look over to see Lyra standing there impatiently.
Come on! Do you want to keep Aspen waiting forever?
Juliet and I look at each other with a smile.
Forever's an awfully long time, you know.
Right. So we'd better get going.
Oh, well, guys, that was Please Be Happy. We got the Juliet ending, which honestly I still think is the most practical choice. Because if we would have gone with Aspen, not that I didn't like her, I think Aspen's personality was more fun. But I think Miho needed someone a bit more mature to help guide her in life because she has never truly lived life. So I think Juliet was the right choice, but also, like, I thought it was weird how when, like, Aspen confessed to us, we didn't, like, immediately know. Like, I have the opinion of, if you like somebody, you know. You know what I mean? You know, you know? And after Aspen confessed to us, we were like, I don't really know if I like her. That's when I'm like, no, you don't. If you have any doubts, you do not like them. So that's why I chose to not pursue Aspen. And I feel like we kind of fell into the Juliet ending, but I think the main crossroad was where Juliet pulled us aside and was like, do you actually like Aspen? I think that was where our ending diverged. But I still liked it. It was really sweet. I think Juliet's route was more like emotionally heavy, which I know I want in a partner. Like, I want someone who's emotionally mature, you know? I've been through stuff. I need somebody who can, like, help bear the weight of life. But it was still really cute. The overall pacing of this game was whack at times. Like, it kind of felt like a soap opera where, like, something crazy happens, but then, like, the normal things. And then something crazy. Like, the like, arcs for every chapter felt so out of place. Like, when there would be, like, a climactic event, it would just keep on going with, like, filler, it would seem. Which, I don't mind filler. I like exposition. I like learning more about characters. It just felt so weird, the pacing. also the chapters were all varying lengths. I think the biggest climax was when Aspen forgot about us, but it kind of felt like it was thrown out the window when we started pursuing Juliet, which I don't mind, but it just felt like all the time we spent with Aspen was for nothing. This game is still really cute. I played the Switch 2 version. It is also available on Steam. Very sweet. I'm glad we didn't have, like, a sense of queer media that didn't have... Sorry. A lot of queer media has a lot of angst, a lot of loss. This game didn't really have that, so it's kind of nice to have something that was, like, very soft and warm and loving. And, of course, who doesn't love Yuri? But it's so cute. Main critiques, pacing was wild. I think the game was a bit too long. But all the characters were likable and enjoyable. I would say 7 out of 10. I think if it were shorter and more clear defined to the pathing, I would rate it like an 8. I would say 7 out of 10. I enjoyed it a lot, but a lot of things they can work on. Still really cute. The art was really nice too. The style, very pretty. Anything else I want to say? I don't think so. Either way, I would like to thank you all for watching me play through Please Be Happy. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. You can also watch these videos early on Twitch. Twitch.tv/peacein_17. Go follow right now. But I'll see you guys in the next playthrough. Peace out. That game was really cute. I didn't think we would get art of them kissing. Like, usually they just cut to black in games like this. But we actually got art of them kissing. Wow. They also didn't bang, which... Good on them. They didn't need to. They didn't need to bang to show they love each other. Okay, chat, what time is it? 12:30? Do you guys want to do Pokerogue? We can do Pokerogue real quick. I just gotta get my headphones. Question, is there a right and a wrong end for headphones? Like, there's no plus or minus? I have an outro suggestion. Go for it. Go for it. I don't have one. Someone suggested peace out. Because, you know, peace in, opposite of in is out. Like, it's funny. Should it be like, comment, subscribe, smash? Oh, wait. I forgot to say. I'm peace in and peace out. Wait. Let's try. Editor, keep this in. So loud. Also, I forgot to say that people need to play the game themselves. Because that's what, like, I sometimes feel indifferent about playing story games on stream because I like games that are linear. But with something like this, you can't objectively get a different ending. There's 2 different endings. Okay, anyway, I'll put this back in editor. Also, I got the Juliet ending. Apparently there are 2 other endings in this game where you have, like, a neutral ending and also an ending with Aspen. I feel if you play this and went for Aspen, your chapter 4 and 5 would be totally different. So make sure to play this for yourself. Wait, should we try it? And you know what, guys? I'm peacin' and that sounds stupid. I think it should be I'm peacin'. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out. I think that's good. Or I guess having peacin' and peace out is like really good when it's close. It just sounds goofy. Either way, it's goofy. It's goofy on. Okay, let's try again. Well, guys, I'm peacin'. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out. Clean cut. So dumb. Okay. Well, okay, question. Will I go back and play the Aspen ending? No. I'm just gonna watch a YouTube video. I'll be honest. Okay, let's get a Pokerogue. You did it? Thank you. Yeah, I'm a gamer. Okay, it's working. Okay, I'm gonna go get my headphones. I will be right back. Politely put your favorite emoticon in the chat room. I forgot to unmute. I said PS2 Spin is one of my favorite emotes, but I don't like spin IRL. Because I've almost knocked over my whole desk too many times for the bit. Because, like, I forget how, like... Sorry. How, like, fat my ass is. Chat, lock in. Oh, I gotta change my category. You know, I thought Please Be Happy would take us 5 hours today, so like I'm happy right now. I'm not mad. Omega Dance. Mad 'cause bad. I don't know why I said that. Okay, what day is it? I think it's day 73. Sorry. Yeah, day 73. Chat, today could be a subathon. If everybody clicks subscribe right now. Oh wait, we're also 3 hours in. I should run an ad. Click subscribe for $5.99 or subscribe for free with Prime. There's your ad break. Okay, day 73. Day 73. Pokerogue, but I can only use one Pokemon. Boys, we'll get another chance to do the outro today because this will be a YouTube video. Guys, it is day 73 of me playing Pokerogue with only one Pokemon, and it says here mostly consistent seeds. That's a lie. That's a lie. Let's begin. Last time we had a shiny Sentret run, which was kind of bad. And I think today will also be bad because we are doing Hoothoot. Hoothoot, I'm like, I would never choose this guy in a battle, you know what I mean? Horse girl, only run. Can I unlock anything? We have 29 candies. 11 away from the passive. We've hatched it 3 times, we've caught it 3 times, so we might have some good egg moves today. For my abilities, I have Insomnia. The Pokemon is suffering from insomnia and cannot fall asleep. Hashtag relatable. Keen Eye. Keen Eye prevents other Pokemon from lowering its accuracy. Wait, I love that, honestly. I think we are more likely to be, like, accuracy reduced than put to sleep, so we're gonna do Keen Eye. Let's take a peek at our IVs. Wow. Almost maxed out and everything, so we might as well stay neutral. We can be docile. Let's be docile. Even though I think an owl is one of the most unlikely creatures to be docile. And then finally, our moveset. Please be something good. Growl, peck, tuckle, take heart. Okay, these are all kind of bad. Let's see what else we got. Arrow blast. 5 PP, 100 power, and 95 accuracy. A vortex of air is shot at the target to inflict damage. Critical hits land more easily. Wow. Okay. So let's put Peck as our first Q, Tackle as our second, and then Aeroblast as our last resort move. It's 100 power, but 95 accuracy. I don't appreciate that, but you know what? I'll still go for it. Guys, day 73, Hoothoot only run. I feel like today is gonna be a hoot. Ew, wait. What is that? Like, behind Hoothoot's... Is that the tail? It looks like the swirly poop emoji. Anyway, log in. I think we shall get... Yeah, we shouldn't be too scared of Finn, so I think the second Finn fight. I wasn't thinking! There was also a Soothe Bell and a Great Ball, I think, that spawned. Why did I take the frickin' lore? And it's a 10 count lore. Oh, no! Okay, we gotta go for a kill. Today's a horrible day. A horrible day. Wow. I'm gonna die! But all because I took the stupid lore. I live. Barely. Echoed voice is huge. Echo. Yes. Yes. Echoed voice. We're just gonna spam echoed voice from now on. Psybeam? Oh wait. The run is saved. We take Psybeam. I forgot that Hoothoot can learn psychic moves. Oh, god damn it. Okay, we're gonna do Echoed Voice because it hits the whole field. It doesn't? It doesn't? Dude, if I would not have misclicked the lore. Okay, I think we just gotta do Echoed Voice just to, like, potentially kill later on. We're lucky we got 2 debuffs. Yangoose is dead. That was a crit. I think we're chill. I don't think Bidoof can kill me here. You know it does kill me, though. No, I'm kidding. It's not time for an ad. Okay, next level is going to be the trainer battle. Lumberry or Rick? We always take the berry. You never know if they have a Weedle. We're just spamming Echoed Voice this entire time. Look how powerful it is! Sheesh! Rare candy. And set, dude, I think we've only had, like, 1 single battle. Who's the bigger threat? Abra. Oh yes, it's gassed up! I forgot because we just had the trainer battle. Echoed Voice. Echoed Voice is the only thing that'll save us for these lures. PP up? You know what? Doing it for Echoed Voice could be good. Who's the bigger threat? Poochiana. What's nice is that our speed is good. We haven't been slower yet. Ooh. You know what? I usually would take the money, but I'm gonna take the max ether. We might need it. Surely I don't lose here. Unless he has like a combustion. Or a Torchic. Sobble? I think we're good with Sobble. Pause. Did I not just take the max ether item? Wait, didn't I just claim devs, please? I took the max ether item, which restores the PP for one Pokemon. Something's wrong. I'm slower. I'm faster. He's gonna switch? He did not switch. He's sacking. Okay. So that means this echoed voice should kill his bird. Confusion is 50, side beam is 65, we're not swapping. Too easy. Feather Dance? Lowers the opponent's attack. Nah, we're taking the berry. Hello. Let's keep on doing Echoed Voice since we're still out here. We out here. Max level heading into level 10. This is going to be... Oh, wait. Max Ether restores the PP for one move? I must have misclicked then. Sorry, I didn't mean to slander the devs back there. C-Dot. We're gonna do Peck. Do you guys remember when I spent hours and hours trying to find a C-Dot and then I killed it in the first ever Peace Lock? Don't worry, we'll beat the Peace Lock 2025 at some point. We will. Okay, first 10 levels, we have one lore left. Of course! Of course, it works. We kill Zubat. Stop! Okay. We're gonna start doing Echo Voice now. I think we'll just spam this just to get guaranteed KOs after 3 to 4 encounters. Bang. What if I try it again? No, I'm kidding. Oh! Side beam! Please kill. Thank you. I'm looking up at the ceiling because there's a spider. No, I'm kidding. I don't want Reflect. I said I don't want it. XP Charm is far more rare than the Enigma Berry, even though I love berries. Yeah, Pichu should not be kissing without my consent. What are we teaching the youth? We take the money! Gambling time. We're gonna keep doing legendary ups because hopefully we will get the legendary soon. Okay. Not that time? I say we take the rare candy because the breeder battle is coming up soon. Great ball just in case we encounter a shiny. Pichu and an Eevee, this should not be too bad. Bigger threat, I think, is going to be Eevee. Yep. Oh, I forgot! I'm a bird! Shoot. We kill Pichu. I forgot it was a bird. Defog. It blows away reflect, and it also lowers the target's evasiveness. I don't want that. Lame. My bell! It don't matter anyway, you're dead. I like the Soothe Bell, but it only really makes sense to have it if, like, you have a full team. You should give Soothe Bell to, like, your secondary Q Pokemon. But for solo runs like this, you don't need a Soothe Bell. Your friendship goes up so quickly. Okay, we're at level cap of 16. We're doing great so far. No major hiccups yet. I say we do Echoed Voice because it's, like, maxed out, yeah. Okay, level 20 is either going to be a boss Pokemon or a gym battle. Peep you up? We're not gonna need 5 Echoed Voice. I'm gonna take the free PP up and put it to Aeroblast. And it's a Lechonk boss Pokemon, so that means level 30 is going to be a gym battle. Whose Echoed Voice is stronger? Mine. Okay, a near flawless level 20. This would have been a perfect run if I had not taken the lure. Ooh, this is great. Spawning in the water zone means there's going to be a less chance for electric Pokemon. If we would have gone to the city. We shall do Peck for this first one, might as well. I am slower, that is bad. Now that we've gotten our Pecks, we're gonna do Echoed Voice. Okay, Mom. My guess was level 21, but we could get even further. Terra Blast. Depending on if Finn gets a fighting type or not. Huh. I will not learn Terra Blast. Even though it's a powerful normal move, I don't think I need it. We'll take the free Pokeballs. Oshawott! Air Slash? This one can make opponents flinch. Yes, sir. We buy a potion and take the berry. How am I slower, man? Attract? Yo. Bedtime. Bonsly, New Nature Hasty, and Phantom, new form male, new ability, new nature. Okay, next level is the Finn fight. No good items. You know what? Let's re-roll. Let's gamble a bit. Dire Hit is huge. We're gonna fully heal. I might need that 4 HP. You truly never know. And we're taking the Dire Hit. Now, I know he had a Sobble. He looks like somebody who can fight. So, you know what? Let's do Air Slash. How are they faster, dude? We die! We die! My special defense must be, like, horrible if I took that much damage from one hit. Okay, my stats: attack 21, defense 21, special attack 23, special defense 30. That's my highest stat. What in tarnation? Okay, Finn also had... Oh. I know the evolved form is Mamoswine. What's the baby called? I don't remember what the baby's called, but that would have been a problem. Because they're an ice type. Yeah. How could we have won, though? The water pulse was so strong. Maybe if I would have taken more rankities, but I had more XP gain because I had the double battle, so... If I wouldn't have gotten the lure for the first 10, we would have gotten, like, 4 less Pokemon to kill, so we would have had less XP. I don't know. That was odd. Wait, that wouldn't have affected because I still hit level cap by the time we got to level 11. Huh. I don't know. I don't think Hoothoot could have been good based off of that, because if I took that much damage from water pulse, it's just over. Maybe if I was faster. Oh yeah, I didn't get many X items. Well, either way, guys, that was day 73. Hoothoot did fine. They got to the second fight as I predicted. But I'm kind of disappointed. Either way, let's see if we get to play tomorrow. Ooh, ladybug. Cute. Well, guys, thank you for watching. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. You can also watch these videos early on Twitch, twitch.tv/peacein_17. Wait, how do we do the outro? Wait. We'll do, I think we'll do I'm peacing. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out. I think that'll be the outro. But it sounds weird saying like I'm peacing. It'd be like I'm Groot. Like it sounds so goofy. You know what? I'll try it. I think it's nicer to say, well, this has been blank. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out. Oh, we'll try both. Editor, you can pick which one you want to keep in. I'm peacing. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out. And then here's the alternate take. That has been day 73 of me playing Pokerogue. Wait, no, but then I have to say I'm peacing. I don't know how to work. It just feels so goofy saying I'm peacing. I'm not doing it. Wait, what time is it? My sister wanted me to buy her a treat today, so I gotta see what time I have to go. Oh, chat, I gotta go. Saying your name isn't goofy. No, I was thinking about this. How often do you, like, say your name in conversation? Not often. Not often. Like, maybe when you meet somebody for the first time. But, like, it's not like you're saying your own name in reference to yourself every day. Like, it's goofy, Okay. No, don't shed. Don't be shed. You know what's crazy? I have clicked go live every single day for 3 months. And I don't fucking hate myself yet, so... It's chill. This isn't a conversation, it's a performance. Don't make me into a theater kid. I'm not a theater kid. I got a B in my middle school theater class because I wasn't enunciating enough. I also scored 133 on my RADS test recently. Okay. Guys, shorter stream, I know, but we finally beat Please Be Happy. I think tomorrow the plan is simple. I will have the whole day, so I think tomorrow we'll do like a one-off game. I have a handful of games that are like 4 to 5 hours long. So I think I will try to start by 9 or 10 a.m. tomorrow. Lock in, make sure you got notice turned on. If you guys want something else to watch, check out the YouTube channels. I have a clip VOD and a highlight channel. Go subscribe to all of them if you want to watch more of me. And if you want to help support me directly, consider subscribing to my art club where you get early access to to lineup prints that I make every month. Look at that. The current theme is foxes. Focus. Wow, look at that. Subscribe at different tiers to get all the different prints available. And if you miss a month, you can still buy them as regular prints on my site. Smiley face. But I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a good one. Shoutouts to 3 months of Click and Go Live. I'm gonna keep doing it, but I'll see you all tomorrow at like 9 or 10 a.m. Goodbye, goodbye. Oh, wait. To end this stream, should I be like, well, that has been the Peace In broadcast. Peace out. Bye, Chris. Or bye, Handsome Chatter. I hope you had fun today. That's how you should end the broadcast. Okay, okay. Wait till the end. Wait till the end. You know what? We'll do sub-only chat because I believe in elitism for the final minute together. I did People Cute. Wait, is People Cute not an emote? What? I should have that enabled. You know what happened? It's because I used to use Be Better TV and then I switched fully to 7 TV. So there's few that got lost in the trenches. Okay, well, my laptop is so shitty it's not gonna load. So